sippin', I'm 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 sippin'.
Sippin', I'm 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 sippin'.
Strizzy.
This is Sippin' with Sammie. I am Sippin' with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammie, you ain't sippin' right. Get your fucking life together.
Yep.
I got a logo in the cut, you know what I mean? Postive. He's off camera, but he's here with us. And today, I have the honor of joining my guys from the Buck Bandit podcast, man. What's up, fellas?
What's up with you, man?
You know what I mean? Introduce yourselves individually for the people, please.
It's your boy Buck Bandit P, you know what I mean? One half of the Buck Bandit podcast. You already know Thug P if you know me, you know what I mean? Whatever you call me, long as you call me, yeah, me.
I heard that.
Yeah. You already know what it is. Buck Bandit Reno, Buck Bandit podcast, Buck Bandit Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Whatever Buck Bandit, just search it. We got everything.
Got it all.
Oh, and manager Stu Artillery. You know what I'm saying? We do a lot over here.
Shout out to
That
Stu.
part. Now, I've been knowing you guys for a long motherfucking time. And y'all always been cool. But y'all ain't always had the same first name. When did y'all get the same first name?
When did we get the same first name? Shit.
Well, honestly, when we did it, well, you know, when we started back when we was like 15, 16, battling, rapping and all that, hustling and shit like that. And to go up, the reason why we end up getting Buck Bandit P, Buck Bandit Reno, that was later on when we wanted to make people say the name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I think about, like a branding thing. Like
it was more out of branding. I'm Reno. This is Thug P.
Right.
But Buck Bandit Reno, Buck Bandit Thug P. That's just how it goes.
It just
So
made it.
y'all was
Yeah.
ahead of the little gang niggas with that shit.
Oh,
Basically. Yeah, I mean,
honestly,
basically.
I don't be wanting to be
That's
on my
crazy.
SOUJA boy shit, but we was the first niggas
we
doing
was the
that.
first
No, but
niggas.
that's crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
And we was the first niggas in Philly with an Android app too. Before
heard that,
Fox,
yeah.
all them shits.
That should be.
I heard
Buck
that,
Bandit TV had that shit first. And before the podcast shit was popping, we had Buck Bandit TV. We called it the radio, but it was on Blog Talk.
Yeah.
So we was doing this shit before Nori and all them was claiming that they was the first ones doing it. So.
I remember that. I remember.
fact.
I was the first one with styrofoam cups with my face on them.
You was the first with a lot of products with your face on it.
Niggas,
I see your light.
I ain't even drink no syrup, but I had the big cups.
That's a
For
fact.
sure.
That's a fact.
You was a salesman, dog. Even back then, before you was really selling the other shit besides the shit. You know what I mean? I don't know if statute limitations and shit, but you know what I mean? You was always on the brand and shit. That's one of the main reasons why anytime I ran into you, I really fuck with you, because you was one of the rare niggas that was on the same time as me. You know what I'm saying? Even though you ain't stepping it, you are, look, I'm finna do this. I see your shit, man. You doing that shit, man.
No, absolutely, and that's one thing that I always say. And I think I said it on your platform too. Like, I remember Reno pulling me to the side and constantly being like, "Yo, I see what you doing. Yo, let's figure something out. Yo, I respect how you know what I mean? Like, like niggas don't give it up like that, especially not at that young age when
Right.
everybody too busy trying to be cool or be better than each other and shit like that. You know, what I
That
mean?
shit wasn't cool. Wearing your own shit and having that shit wasn't cool, nigga. Like on some real shit, niggas looking at you like, what? Dog, you ain't got no lotion on. Fuck out there. You got your face on your shit, nigga. Ain't nobody fuck with that shit wasn't cool. Now it's a cool thing to do. Like, you know what I mean?
Real shit. We was getting the clothes when we was getting the clothes, but our thing was I wasn't getting variety. We was getting black, red. That was our shit, black and red. So I had a fresh joint on every day, and my joint was when I was supposed to do this radio show with Uncle O and Cosmic Kev and shit. And we did a little promo of that shit on YouTube, and Uncle O was like, you know what I mean? Shout out to my nigga Buck Bandit. He got one shirt. You know what I'm saying? Bro? I said, oh yeah. Pulled out the box. He's like, oh, all right. Next time I seen him, the nigga had on the same jacket, same hat. I had on a different color. I said, yeah, shout out to my nigga Uncle O. He got one hat, one beanie, one vest. That's my nigga though. Shout out to Uncle O though.
That's hilarious though. He tried to out you.
But the nigga, but he already knew the deal. But the thing was, it was just funny because
that is how it would be perceived.
Every day, you Buck logo on the
I
chest.
was in high school, and I got to a point, my 10th grade year, where I was like, man, I'm just wearing white tees and thermals all year. I don't give a fuck. As long as my feet fresh, that's how I'm rocking. And this girl told me I was dirty, told me I wear the same shirt every day. We got in an argument and shit. And I'm like, I got about 30 of these thermals in the crib and more money in my pocket than your pop got in his bank account. Like, I'm confused. Like, what are we
talking about?
You know what I'm saying? But the perception was same as, you know what I mean, what you was talking about. It's the same shit.
It's the same
It's
shit.
the same shit. But one thing about it if you got one hoodie with your brand on it and you wear that motherfucker every day, I salute you.
It's worth more money than you wearing fucking.
That's a
you
fact,
wearing Gucci and Louis and paying $500 for that, but you can't buy your man shit. You a nut.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. These niggas ain't never do nothing for you. They ain't make a store run for you. They ain't give you no weed. They ain't give you no blunts. They ain't ask you if you thirsty. They ain't ask you want nothing from the store. But you'll pay $1,500 for they sneaks. But your man to come out and ask for $60 and you want to deal for $30.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
well,
so
part of what we preach on Fly Day, because you know I got the Fly Day joint at Glockaware.
Yeah,
We preach like the whole business of supporting each other is fly shit. Like it went from niggas coming as fly as they can, wearing like name brand shit. So now you look up and everybody in the room got each other brand on or they own shit. Or they got our shit on. It's a lot of people that wear our shit. It's like the uniform on Fly Day. But it's like I really looked up one day and I was like, yo, the whole momentum shifted. Like, and part of that too was everybody started building their brands up. Everybody started putting shit out too.
Nigga, that PPP gave niggas a head start
that,
too.
And it's that and it's competitive. Like when you around a bunch of artists all the time, you start feeling like you ain't doing shit if you ain't doing certain
But
shit.
my thing is, it already been competitive. It's just now that the government gave it a chance for the niggas who couldn't get in that competition, the chance to get in that competition. You feel what I'm saying?
I can't blame the PPP on these niggas. I do know some niggas like
I know a lot of niggas.
I know
like
the type
that.
niggas you talk about. These niggas I'm not gonna get at too, just because I know a little different about how they like. It's understanding based. Because they was already spending money certain ways on the business, and they skipped a step.
Right.
Or maybe it wasn't time for that step yet. But once like I said, the pressure, you start seeing everybody else's branding
Now
heavy.
you gotta step your shit up. Like, oh, I gotta get my brand.
Especially. And I mean, now we in an age where you can sit in a room with 5 people and 3 people would be on live or some shit. Like you on camera constantly.
Yeah.
So it's like it's worth it
That's a
to
fact.
make sure that you got something. That's why the Sam Dana's come in handy, because if I ain't got nothing else with my brand on it, I could. You know what I mean? And we good. That's the logo.
Straight up.
We straight, man. Let me put that on the microphone. But no, man.
We definitely gotta get our joints back in. We had all that shit back then. But it's like we've been locked in with doing so much shit. That's not an excuse. You know what I'm saying? But we've been locked in doing so much different shit. Like this nigga will be on his move. He a fucking workout junkie. So look for his segments coming soon. We're working out, showing niggas how to work out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Buff Bandit.
Oh yeah, Fit Bandit.
Bandit.
Fit Bandit.
Buff Bandit.
Fit Bandit on Instagram. That's his workout page and shit.
No, definitely
And you know
check that
me,
out.
I've been doing the podcast, working with my artists, running my studio, trying to get a lot of people in this new podcast network and shit. You know what I mean? Shout out anybody out there that's doing a podcast. You need space, holla at me. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Now you fast forward it. We went from you said you mentioned that you had the radio situation before podcasting. Was it ran the same way as podcasting, and what was the transition? Was the transition just literally the terminology or how it was distributed or what? Like
I think podcasting is easier.
Than the radio?
Yeah,
how you
because
was doing a radio thing?
when it's only audio, you got to compensate for what people can't see.
Absolutely.
So, you know, it was
Smart
all calling. yeah. It was all calling. So I used to get, like Reed Dollars, Young Savage back in the day was pop. All them niggas, I used to get them to call in, be judges. I did like a hot or not. I got a couple people to send their tracks in. They gotta listen to the show to see if they shit get played.
Yeah, that's how
you
build
know what I
momentum
mean.
and all
Then
that.
I have a topic and shit like meter maids or some shit. So people or should weed be legal? That's before the Cali shit and all that. And people will call in, chime in on the topic. Then I had the judges. Then the artist got to call in. The artist got to call in to listen because you to see if they shit being played so they can get judged. And if we see it's hot, we let them talk. If it's not, we don't want to embarrass them and shit. You know what I'm saying? But everybody get their comments on it though.
No, but you know what? That's smart that you said we don't want to embarrass them.
Yeah.
Because that's really what's going to happen. Like, no matter what, you want to let a motherfucker get up there and say they piece, but there's other motherfuckers that's going to say something too.
That's a fact.
And it's going to get bad for you if you ain't hot.
Well, that's why-
there's no way to redeem yourself.
That's
except
why.
for back
That's
with
why we
fire.
did the mutes
Exactly.
though. That's why we did them. Can't nobody talk except for the judges unless I unmute you. Then I had the
But
sound
the judges will
effects.
grind you the fuck up.
yeah.
And not even
No,
intentionally.
it depends.
Not even intentionally.
Oh no, I know what you mean.
I could give an opinion that just
that shit.
that shit hurt.
Not there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit
But
hurt.
if you sending it, you gotta be willing to accept the criticism.
And
that
niggas
come
be
with it.
sensitive about it. What Erykah Badu say, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive
that's the
about my
realest
shit.
shit.
Well, she
That
better not
thing,
send her shit to know how to not, because somebody might just hate just to hate.
Nigga came to my show.
You know what I mean?
and this Fly Day, everything on there quality. Homie came in with a song that I don't even know if he know what a mix is. And we playing this shit live on the radio. I cut that joint off.
Like,
and I'm
oh,
like,
no.
I had to give the speech. You know what I'm saying?
Artists
Your
out there,
shit
get your
ain't
shit mixed.
situated. Don't dare.
Don't even
You know what I mean?
You're playing
Because
yourself.
also, like, it's not even about what I want to do. When your song plays in between two songs that sound great,
Yeah, it
it
sounds
stands
super
out no
trash.
matter
Yeah,
what.
yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
I could just be like, yo, just turn the bass up for him. Like, no,
Right,
it's gonna
right,
be bad.
right. It's gonna be bad.
But young boy looked at me like I ruined his fucking day, bro. And it's like, you almost ruined mine.
Real shit. My thing is, in this come up, bro, if you don't got a strong mind, you ain't never gonna make it. When I first started this
you
shit,
gotta have
before I
tough
started
skin.
getting my love, and before we started really getting our love and our shit, niggas, why you posted so much? Why you hashtagging so much?
I remember
Why you
niggas-
tag everybody doing
I
this shit
remember
now?
niggas hating on you.
Everybody doing it now,
shit
though.
now.
I was the
Yep.
first nigga in the bio doing the tags, atting everybody, giving everybody their credit and shit. I was the first nigga doing all that shit, and it wasn't popular. Why you doing it? Why you posting so much? Why you got 20 models and you posting all of them like, you know what I mean? Why you taking photo shoots every week? Why-
We not skipping over you.
Come on.
Yeah,
Come on,
you was
you know
on
what I
your
mean?
K Slay for a little bit.
I was getting the
what I'm
most.
saying?
I was getting the most. Look, why you doing this? And then after a while, I start seeing everybody
doing the same
doing it.
shit.
Even the movie screen that you see niggas do now, that wasn't popular. I did
talking
that
about the
shit
blow-up
first.
screen?
No, you know how the movie screen when they resize it.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I was the first nigga on the internet doing that shit. And I did them for Silverback season 2. I don't know if y'all remember that when the DVDs used to come out. AR-Ab was on that shit. And fucking everybody in Philly, Hollow Man and all them niggas.
Yep.
And I edited that joint. That's when Meek Mill thought they was coming at him. So he was the first nigga to comment like 3 paragraphs on that joint. But
Turn that shit up.
I edited that joint. So after that, them niggas kind of stole my style of editing. So I had to switch it back. You know what I'm saying?
But when you create, you can always restructure. Like that's what motherfuckers don't realize. If you on my heels, you gotta predict when I'm about to turn this corner.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like you could be
and
on my
still
heels as much
behind.
as you want.
Yeah.
Once I bust that
Exactly.
left, you
Yeah.
gonna slide
Right.
that way a little
Yup.
bit before you
Before
even
you
turn.
figure it out, like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
like-
Real shit.
and that's just how it goes. And that's why like that shit,
I had to learn that though.
highest form of flattery is real.
That shit
Like
real.
if you if you look at anything before we got there, if you look at Glockaware before we got there, the energy on them shows was different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the things that are consistent from show to show now, it wasn't like that before. It was just us bringing like we spoke on your platform, my lifestyle, me and Po lifestyle, to what was going on in there, and at the time Wave was there too, so he was heavy on the same shit. Wave gonna bring 2-3 bottles. Wave gonna bring an onion and tell everybody grab a handful. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like it's a party at that point.
Right.
And once you start building that kind of atmosphere, you get everything in between. So niggas always be pointing out like, yo, you see that? We good.
Right.
We good. I want them to do that because they gonna turn up they shit. That's gonna bring more attention to the station, and we gonna be on some other shit next month.
That's how it's supposed
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's never gonna. Our progress doesn't stop because we got a good thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's something y'all can understand. Like y'all been dealing for a long time just with the entertainment personalities and all of that shit.
sure.
And it come out your pocket. You know what I mean? So you got to take it personal at some point.
Right,
But
right.
at the same time, you got to run your race.
You gotta keep it moving,
Yeah,
yeah.
for
You
sure.
definitely gotta keep it moving. You
For sure.
can't
I
worry
had to
about the
learn that.
motherfuckers copying that shit. Cause like you said, like as long as you are creative and you create, and you can always create some more shit. Like y'all gonna follow the lead, but once we switch it up, now you're gonna have to figure out what we doing and try to copy that. You know what I mean? So that's never a good formula to just try to copy somebody. You know what I mean? Like that's. You gotta be original. That's one thing about like you gotta be original. Like with you with the you know what I mean, SippinWitSammie, like that's always been like you said, you just brought the lifestyle to the station, and now, you know what I mean, everybody, you know what I mean, gravitating towards
So
it because
y'all
it's
definitely
genuine.
need to respect that. Y'all definitely need to respect that because he ain't copying off nobody. I
Yeah.
don't care who you think.
It's
I don't care who you
genuine.
think drinking and nothing like. This is the same nigga. He just filming.
You just
this
got
shit.
the lights and the cameras on and mics in front.
Real
Like,
shit.
that's
Yeah,
it.
because
Like,
now we doing shit that we can record.
right.
And that's why I really
That's a fact.
that's why I love working with this
Other
nigga
shit
though,
wasn't recordable.
because we yin and yang. Like when I get that on that vibe, because we from uptown, nigga, we don't copy nobody.
Talk heavy.
We
Yeah.
see what everybody doing and we try to do
You
something.
try to
else.
do something totally different. Yo, that's
This
a
nigga
fact. That's a
is
fact.
what you were saying and what he was just saying. This the speech this nigga get to me at least once a month.
No, I could tell he was already on that time.
Yeah, because My thing is, I don't like copying off niggas. If I see somebody do it, I'm purposely going to try to do
doing
something else.
different. Yeah, I mean, from the rip.
And then later on, this nigga like, dog, it's flattery, nigga. That mean them niggas watching you. Whether they acknowledge or not, they know who you is. You know what I mean? And that's why I gotta give a shout out, because a lot of with saying that, this kind of switched gears a little bit, but I wanted to give a shout out to my nigga AR-Ab. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Ab.
Because when I started working with AR-Ab, first of all, when I first started working with him, it was crazy. I don't know if y'all want to hear that story, but
I mean, we got time.
we was
Before you say that, I remember this nigga was working with AR-Ab, dog. He come to the studio with 50 niggas and they
no 150.
Yo, I
And
mean,
nobody got on the AR-Ab t-shirt or OBA
None.
No,
shirt.
niggas be having when they come to the studio, Ab don't play that shit.
All right, I'm about to say,
he
like,
comes to the studio. I'm
nigga.
shaking niggas. Like, you know, yo, what's up, y'all? Like, I'm not shaking 150
no, my old
niggas'
head
hand.
used to walk past us on the bridge, and he used to go,
Straight up.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for
I ain't got time for everybody.
All y'all niggas' hands.
But he was I was in the studio down Spring Garden and shit though. To get back to that, and he heard me record one of my artists I had at the time. And, he knocked on my. I heard a hard ass knock on my door. Doom 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 doom. I'm like, what the fuck? So I opened my joint. He like, yo man, the music is quiet as shit out there. So you know something just happened. It's 100 niggas, a bunch of sitting on the floor, niggas standing up, and niggas in the other studio piled in there. So he like, yo, if I gotta record with this bum ass nigga over here, dog, I'm never coming to the studio again. I heard your shit. I fuck with you. Can I record with you, bro? Cause if I gotta, he loud as shit. I know the nigga
so
can.
he
hear
just
me.
got done fucking airing this nigga
Right.
out.
I don't know if he aired him out, but he aired him out right there. You know what I'm saying? I said, look, I got you. Hey, just give me your number, bro. After that, we recorded his intro to John, Never Changes, something like that. That's he say his favorite track on there. But after that, we recorded one, and nigga, it was just over. I was like, yo, look, you won't get a deal off this shit.
Sure enough.
After a month, Cash Money called him.
In a month.
In a month, every other day, Cosmic Kev was like, I need that song. And that's the first nigga that's on that gave me my full credit. My name is on all my you know what I'm saying? Like, I work with mad artists with names and all that shit. They thought they was the shit. When they post they shit, they don't add you, they don't Ab is the first nigga. He ain't have to. He paid me for his time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like I said, here, I'm gonna record you for free because you AR. He paid.
But everybody that I know from the industry that's done business with Ab say that that's how he is. Like,
Bro, nigga.
in some
And he
form
took care
or
of
fashion,
everybody, bro.
They just be like, no, you're a good dude, bro. Like,
Real
I don't give a
shit.
fuck
I
what
ain't
nobody
gonna
say
hold
about Ab. He a good nigga. Like, niggas give it up like that all the time.
Yeah,
and
Ab good
I don't
dude.
know him personally. I've been around him a few times. That type shit. And,
I was
you know,
on some
ain't
like
even
around him
claiming niggas.
every day for
But
months.
I never seen him.
He's a real nigga.
I've also never seen him drawn when I was around him.
Never draw.
You know what I mean?
Chill draw,
I was
right?
gonna say that's the crazy part. How he be on the songs and like not to say he a fake, but he a genuine. But like I seen him hype and all that. But no, Abby he be on some chill shit. Like he ain't drawn. He ain't doing no extra shit. Like he
Honestly, I never seen Ab hype.
Yeah,
In our personal dealings for months, I never seen him.
Right.
He's not. There's other niggas that be trying to be like that, and he
I
just be
just
like,
want to know if that other engineer got that day though. I just need to know.
what happened?
I want to know if the other engineer saw that side that day.
No, he heard it.
He said,
He heard it for sure. Cause niggas just started laughing and
that
all
nigga
that
said,
shit.
if I gotta record with
I gotta record
This
this
bum
nigga.
ass nigga, I ain't never coming back to the studio.
Bro.
Buck, I heard your shit. I'll fucks with you. Let's work.
But you know what's crazy? I felt like that before. You know what I mean? And the craziest shit about it is the one time I felt like that, I had to talk with somebody else that used the same studio because I'm like, I don't know how the fuck y'all do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga attitude is crazy, blah, blah, blah. Nigga was like, man, just talk to him. Niggas ain't robots, B. We human.
Yeah.
And I wound up going to that studio for the next 5 to 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, we wound up figuring it out.
Yeah.
But it was like, I felt like that before. You know what I mean? I've seen niggas threaten to trash studios because they felt like that before. Like, I've really seen it.
And I don't
break
get that.
all this shit.
I don't
Like, bro,
get
you
that.
on 18 cameras.
But I don't get that. I don't get that. As an engineer, that's how you know a nigga's not a real engineer and he ain't really study his craft or he ain't really do it. Because as an engineer, you understand that when you dealing with the come up, you a producer too. Not everybody know exactly what to do or how to do it, but they know what they want to do. And if you can just gear somebody in the right calm manner or the right direct way, you never have a problem like this. So I never had a problem like that with artists.
I'm gonna tell you. Well, see, you have exactly what I'm about to speak to. I'm gonna tell you the equivalent of that, right? Every nigga that's sharp don't have a barbershop personality.
That's a good
True.
point.
True. It's some asshole.
You see what I'm
ass
saying?
barbers.
Nigga hand like a motherfucker. He gonna have to cut in the crib because in the barbershop, he gonna fight the barbers every week. Customers, like, he just not built. And you know how some of these shops is. Like, we been to these shops where it's 20 chairs in the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Everybody got a personality.
Yeah.
And it's this one bull.
Yeah. You want to fuck him up, but he's
really
so
the
nice.
nut bull of the shop. The
Right.
dickhead
But he's
bull
so
of the shop.
nice
But
that
he's
you just got to deal with it if you want that same.
But this nigga don't
Yeah.
fit in and he don't get along and
Mm-hmm.
he just pack up his shit and go. Like it's just you just like you
Yeah.
know he ain't part of that community.
Yeah.
He gonna be cutting out his basement. It's gonna look real nice. And he gonna be able to talk all the shit he want to in the confines of his own home. He can't serve the people in that capacity. He has to be privatized.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what happens with a lot of people that do a lot of technical shit in this business that don't have personalities. What we gotta realize is a lot of people that put themselves behind the boards want to be out of focus. A lot of the times that means that they're socially awkward.
Yeah. That's a
You
fact.
see what I'm saying?
Or they tried what you was doing and wasn't successful or good at it, so they kind of like I'm
they
from
found their
experience.
lane, though. But they found their lane.
No, they don't want that lane. They forced into that lane.
So they bitter.
So it's more of a bitter. Me, I come from an artist perspective where I know I can still do. I didn't drop videos. Motherfuckers fuck with my shit. We got shit together. You know what I'm saying? But I don't look at it like that. I look at it like if I'm recording your song, I'm recording his song. It's my song.
Right.
It is.
So
I'm
a
however you sound. No, wait.
Right.
Same. No, you ain't say that.
Right.
Yo, say that with a
care
little.
about
Say
it
it
just as
cockier,
much
nigga.
as
Get
you.
cocky on this
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna talk my shit
And
because I
need
want you to
feedback.
talk your shit.
And I need feedback as an artist. Like on some real shit, I can't remember how many times I finished recording something on the mic and didn't ask the room, that's cool? Y'all fucking with it? You know what I mean? Like, tell me something. When niggas can't give me nothing back, I don't want you in the studio.
Real shit.
Like, if I ask 2-3 different occasions, yo, what's up? And every time it was like, oh, I ain't even I wasn't even, you know what I mean?
Right. Like,
Nigga,
no,
what is you
nigga.
here
But
for?
exactly.
Because
That's
I
what
can
you're
have
here
a
for.
full-blown conversation with P while you recording and still hear what you doing in there.
Right.
That's real.
And if it draws my attention out of conversation, then I know that was the hiccup I got to point out later.
Yeah.
Real
And I
shit.
hold it. And I'm like,
shit.
somewhere around when you said time is time, it felt weird. Play it again.
Yep.
Right there. You could have did that. You know what I mean? I know it. I don't have to
Yeah.
I don't have to sit there and zen and just listen to
Right.
your shit. I can chop it up with the room.
And that's like he said. That's on the engineer too. That's one reason I fuck with this nigga
That's
as
on
an
the
engineer.
engineer.
That's why I would
It is.
never record with nobody
I need
but this
feedback
nigga.
from
Yeah.
that too, because the
You know what I mean?
engineer has.
You're not going to finish the line if I feel like you said it wrong. Hold on,
right.
whoa,
He gonna
wait.
stop that shit like,
Go
yo,
back.
no.
And I'm with that.
I need that
know,
energy,
but see,
bro.
you know what?
mean-
A lot of niggas can't handle that. That's old school.
Right.
That's old school.
Ab didn't like that.
That's
but
old
when I did that for like he the type niggas scared to do that with him. But when he seen I'm not because I want this shit to be right. Anytime I did
No,
it, he
it's
just
about
did
the
it over.
purpose. If you right, you right too.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if you right, you right.
But what are you paying me for if you don't want me to make
I'm
sure this shit
paying
right?
you
Right.
to fucking make me right.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because and I don't think y'all been on both sides, so y'all get it. People don't understand. You can write a whole fucking song in your head. It doesn't sound like it's going to
It
sound.
never sound the same
Real
like you
shit.
do when you lay it. Never.
So you got to get there.
Right.
no,
you
no,
see
no.
what I'm saying?
No, you is either better or you don't get there. That's it.
But the engineer is the balance.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you hear what I'm trying to do, what
Exactly.
you picking up what I'm putting down.
Right.
That's why I say.
Exactly.
That's why I say it come from an artist perspective again. If an engineer wasn't an artist, it got to be a nice playing field. If the engineer wasn't an artist at some point, whether it's instrument or on the mic, then they can't give that type feedback because they can't come from the perspective of an artist. If the person was an artist but they bitter, you're gonna get shitty feedback. But if it's a nigga like me who in between, you're gonna get the greatest feedback
This shit sounds
possible.
like basketball coaches.
Because
no
everything
bullshit.
is a
I
science.
I done had every kind of coach.
Ran ball.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a science, bro.
I done had
It's a
every
science.
kind of coach, and I had the coach that looked like there's no way he ever played ball. It probably got picked on by the ball players, and he
Yep.
gave us hell.
every time.
And we was at Roman, and he was the JV coach.
right
He
there.
gave varsity starters hell. Motherfucker head this big, waist this little, body this wide, and he this tall, and he's just talking cold shit to 6'9" killers.
Yeah.
And he'll tell you the hardest shit you ever heard in your life. Like, first thing niggas told me when I started playing was like, yo, whatever he say, Just let that shit go. I done seen great niggas quit off of this nigga mouth. Or put
But in
themselves
a
a
way you
position.
are, in a way you are a coach. If you're an engineer, in
lot
a way
of
you
ways.
coach. What type of coach you gonna be? Are you
In a lot of ways.
Are you gonna be the personable coach when niggas got problems they can come to you? Or are you gonna be the coach where you gonna meet me at practice and just do what I say? You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about leave your shit at
I'm
home.
the rapper that the engineers talk to me about their problems.
Well, that's because you personable, nigga.
I be in sessions like really having
Giving
to be
them niggas
compassionate. Like
therapy.
nigga, all right, hold
Like
on.
nigga, should you be paying me for this hour,
I
nigga?
know, like, nigga, yeah, that's real. Nigga, you
But
should
I
be
don't
paying
mind
me
it
for this
because
time.
like I fuck with. I don't like people, but I fuck with people. You know what I mean? Like I'm awkward around large groups of people.
No,
I've
you
learned
not.
how to cope with it. But in my head, I'm
Oh, in your head.
You see what I'm saying?
To
In
me,
my head, I'm
to me, you be
uncomfortable.
looking cool as a cucumber,
I'm not
motherfucker.
sober.
Because I'm not sober.
And I like, you know how everybody has coping skills, coping mechanism. I do things that make me comfortable. Like I have routines. Like I'll go to the bar, I'll get my shot, I'll get my beer, and then I'll sit somewhere. And when I get to sit there, I sit there a certain amount of time, I read the room. You know what I mean? Like I don't just jump into shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless it's one of those situations where I gotta walk the room and speak to everybody first, and then I'm right to a corner.
Right.
I mean, but I'll be like that
gravitate
too.
towards
I don't think that's socially awkward. I think you just want your own
after a while
space.
if I need to. Like if,
Yeah.
you know, if we had an event where I gotta show face for real, like I'll thaw out. But I never can just go in there and not sit still first.
Right.
Like that sitting still does.
But you know what that
for me.
sitting still is?
It does something. For me.
That's you analyzing the room.
Absolutely.
Nigga, that's hush. That's what you do at all times. That's not awkward.
But
Nigga, that's
people don't do that shit.
because they weird. They just want to be in the mix.
So I'm not weird. They
You
weird.
know, yeah.
My nigga.
Yeah,
I'm
nigga,
not weird, they
I do
weird.
the same exact thing. I go, I analyze the room. I don't want to
I've
just
been
jump
doing
in.
this shit for 20 years.
Yeah, you've been doing it right for 20 years, nigga. That's why you ain't got corona.
Back when niggas used
All
to
that
go to
other
Buffy's.
shit.
Back when it was still Buffy's.
Oh yeah, buff. Oh man.
Oh man, niggas used to find me a chair. I'd sit there and roll my L all night.
So you thought that was awkward? That's some
I think that-
bullshit, nigga. Get my chair. I'm about
I mean,
to roll up. Fuck
to
you
a
mean?
certain extent, but it's not done. It's not done with that intention. So sometimes,
Exactly, it's
sometimes it's
natural.
looked at as standoffish.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
like for that period of time is when people
How
like,
your
yo,
face
you
look.
cool?
right,
Yo, what's
right.
up? You alright?
He was like, you cool?
You know what I
alright?
mean? I'm
Yeah.
like,
I'm good.
That's
chilling.
because a nigga not used to your vibe yet.
Chilling.
Then when they know you, they like, oh, that's just him. He vibing. I'm gonna go vibe with him now.
No, the room come to me usually.
I was trying to
That's
say,
how it happens.
motherfuckers
The
gravitate
niggas
right
that,
towards
the
you.
room, the room always come to you.
That's part of why. And I'll ask y'all about this. Like, as much as you do this shit, do y'all get the it keeps pulling me back in thing?
What you mean?
Like you be like, you know what? I'm gonna do this until this, or I'm gonna do this to achieve this. And next thing you know, there's a whole nother set of shit to do. Like you won't really be in entertainment the rest of your life in some form of fashion. Everything you've already done lives on the internet. It ain't going nowhere.
Real shit. And that
You
shit,
see what I'm saying?
And like you said, once it's on the internet, like that shit could be 5 years ago. Motherfucker just seen that shit
And your shit
yesterday,
pop,
and he
yeah.
see you today, and now he like, yo, man, and it's like
You know how
you,
much shit went viral?
Well,
this
that's
last
why you
month
gotta
that was
do.
old?
oh yeah,
That's why you gotta do shit that you love. So you ain't gotta worry about
And
the
that-
after effects. Everything is positive
And that's
after.
what
If
it
you just
is.
doing shit for attention, later on, of course you're gonna be
That shit
embarrassed.
gonna hoit.
You gonna be
Yeah.
embarrassed like a motherfucker.
That's gonna hoit.
You know what I'm saying?
That's going hard.
But this shit started from when we was 13, 14, 15, probably before that, beating on the tables and that whole
Karaoke
lunchroom coming
machines and
over.
all that.
You know what I mean? We rapping, we skipping just to go rap in the lunchroom and shit like that. Nigga, we was been in entertainment. It just wasn't on Instagram. Imagine if it was Instagram when we was in high school and all that shit.
I've
Nigga,
had
you
these
tripping.
stories.
I would
I've been
have
out
Philly
of it.
on lock,
I'd
bro.
have been out of
real
here.
shit. Niggas would have been alright.
Bro.
Niggas would have been
And the
on.
lifestyle we was living, the way these
Come on,
youngins
bro.
be giving it up, yo, I'd have.
They don't dig it. They
We
don't
used to
dig
walk
it.
out of practice we used to walk out my crib on the way to the van for AAU practice with 3-4 of them behind us at 3 in the afternoon. Niggas used to be like,
bro.
yo, when the fuck did y'all get out of school?
Right?
And then we go to practice and hoop. You know what I mean? Like
Real
that was
shit.
our lifestyle. So just imagine how the youngins, you see it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And the crazy thing
this
is,
show
they
hooping and niggas is getting busy.
The crazy thing is though,
Yeah.
we was getting away with more shit because it wasn't on Instagram.
It wasn't no cameras.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, we was getting the heads
But
in,
we was doing-
in the hallways and all that shit, nigga. We was doing mad shit, nigga.
We
We
used to
was
just yell
we was
Greek
doing the
and chicks
switch.
used to pull their pants up.
Oh man.
That shit used to be crazy.
Yeah, that shit did used to go
I done turned
down.
out summer schools and all type of shit, bro.
Come on, bro. One year I did the
used to
shit
go
just to go to
down.
summer school because I knew that summer I wasn't gonna have shit to do, and I ain't. Nigga,
I ain't had shit to do.
I ain't had shit to do, and the teacher was
Let me fail
Dr.
this
Shah,
math
the nigga
class
who I
right
ain't really.
quick.
All I had to do was show face and leave.
Yeah.
So nigga,
Failed this math class right quick.
yeah, fuck it.
The summer school in Wadsworth used to jump.
Oh, yeah.
Niggas used to go to the let out. No bullshit.
For
It used to be
sure.
bad, yo.
Guarantee.
But I
Oh
went
yeah,
to-
niggas definitely going to the let out.
I went to summer school at Doherty, and that's when I realized how powerful Roman was in the archdiocese.
Yeah.
Like when you at Roman, you at Roman. But when these other schools that's not Roman, we something to them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that
for sure.
uniform means something in them hallways.
Yeah, that purple and yellow, that
Bro,
major.
That shit, like, it was like another world. We was doing what we want in Doherty all summer, to the point where, like, every day in my class, I had a chick fanning me and another chick bringing me gummy bears. I was going up to the door talking to my man for 20 minutes a clip, just like in the doorway, like not even stepping in the hall. Like he come up to the door because they used to wait for me. They used to, you know, you got first, second, third period in summer school. I used to have like second, they all had first or some shit. So they would wait for me because the chicks did.
Right.
Nigga used to just come to my class like, yeah, we figured out we about to go to such and such. Like he couldn't tell me after class and shit.
Right. Oh, nigga, we got.
And I used to just be housing, and it was just weird because it was like, yo, this shit real, like that Ivy League prestige type of shit.
Yeah, that
that
shit real.
privilege that come with wearing certain colors and certain letters.
Yeah.
That shit real.
Oh, it's vicious out here, man. Roman taught me about the real world.
Yeah.
I
And
learned
that's really
about
how it
the
is.
real world in Roman. It was like everything was business. If you was an athlete, you know what that is. If you know what I mean? Like everything was really how it work out here in the world.
Yeah. Shit, that's
Even
all
the
life
racism.
is. Just right. That's
Even
all
the
life
racism.
is.
Yeah,
It's just high
everything.
school, nigga. Niggas just older.
Yeah, but I always went to schools that was predominantly black or minority. I went to all
I went
black
to
private
George
school,
Washington, so my
and
shit
then I
was
went to
mixed.
E&S, so it was a lot of black.
They had
then
race
there was a lot
wars
of
around the
Asians
time
and
my
Puerto
shit was
Ricans.
going. And I said in G-Dub, when I used to go there, they used to have like race wars. It was like
yeah,
They had a
the
race riot
Russians
at Rome
versus
the year before I
everybody.
got there.
It used to be the Russian because it's predominantly Russian around there. It used to be like the Russians.
Yeah, I
versus
remember the
everybody.
race riots in Northeast, nigga. That shit right down the street from G Dub. I think it was a big brawl one time, like my sophomore
used to
year
be
or
on the
something.
bus.
Yeah, niggas used to run, but every bus stop, niggas meeting up on Copman and like niggas
remember that
is
shit.
going
It
down.
used to be
nigga.
on the news.
Yeah,
Like
that
it
shit
was
used to be
bad.
real.
It was bad, and even like niggas from Northeast used to get caught up in y'all shit. Because I remember
Every
Kyle
time.
had to treat somebody on a bus one time.
Every
He said he
Yo,
he said
G-Dub,
Kyle
we
pulled
used
his
to
big
treat-
ass up
You
by
went
the
to
poles
Northeast?
on the bus and kicked the nigga in the chest with both
You
feet.
did? Oh, we used to treat niggas from Northeast.
Fuck out of here.
I be going to hit my old man and shit. Bang, oh shit,
We
P,
used
that's
to be
you.
fucking G
Yo,
Dub.
man, I'll see you when we get around the way,
I
nigga.
wanted to go to Northeast on account. I always
Northeast
wanted to
used
go
to
to
be
E&S,
man.
but Northeast had an aerospace program. Did they have that when you was there?
I don't know.
It was a
I lasted in Northeast a good fucking 16 months, nigga. They was like, oh no, nigga, you got to go, nigga.
it was a magnet program, and I was trying to get in it, and they ain't accept me. But
Yeah,
I got
no,
accepted
Northeast
to
is a good-ass
Central and
school.
E&S. I was confused like shit. Like, Northeast told me no, nigga.
Right? What the fuck? Northeast told me no. I got in the
And I
Central.
mainly wanted to go there because I knew I could hoop and play football. Because
Yeah.
Aaron and Kyle had the football team, and Dukes and them had the basketball team. So it was like I'm in there.
Yeah.
But my excuse to go to Northeast instead of a better school was they got a magnet program,
Yeah.
aerospace.
That's crazy. I was in that joint with Chirp and shit. Chirp
Chirp
had
was
to-
supposed to be the man for
was
y'all.
gonna say, yo.
Shout out to my man Church.
That's my
Chirp.
guy, yo.
Montgomery.
I was in the joint with Chirp. I'm like, yo, what's up, Chirp? This nigga, yo, that nigga ain't never go to. Every time I seen him, he was in the hallway, nigga. I'm like, dog, do you ever go to class? He like, no, not really. That nigga always in the
Supposed to
hallway.
be the man for y'all.
Yeah, that was my
and
guy.
then the young
man.
boy came through. Brent came through
Mm-hmm.
and started tearing shit up
That's
on
my
the
guy,
field
too.
and the court.
That's my
Shout
guy
out
too.
to
Fuck
him.
with Brent, yeah.
He a bad motherfucker, boy.
Yeah.
That little motherfucker get. I went to the chip game when they won the chip when he was on start when it was junior year.
Oh yeah.
We was at the chip. That was
Y'all
the
niggas
year.
finished high
poppin'.
school.
Niggas just
Y'all
reminiscing.
got high school stories. My shit was cutting class, making beats, rapping.
Nigga, I went to college.
I had a couple of artists that, I went to college too, but I got my GED. I got kicked out. I mean, nigga.
That wasn't an option.
I beat up a nigga. I beat up a nigga for stealing my raps and shit and got kicked out.
You beat up somebody for stealing rap?
Who was this nigga?
Let's go deeper into this story.
Who was this nigga?
Hold on, what happened?
Yo, y'all might know him.
Let me find out you be at Glock with.
It might be somebody y'all might know.
That's back in the day. That's back in the day when we used to take our shit rap serious. Like you can't take a nigga line the whole
But
rap.
you got
game.
kicked out of school over a rap.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was real. That shit was real to me, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta understand the circumstances of how it happened to even.
I told you.
You would have did the same thing. Like I'm in class. All right, it start off my man Ed. Any fight I ever got in school, Ed got me in. Any fight.
Instigating like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that nigga. You have a man that's just like oh shit. Oh, Reno gonna fuck you up when he hear this type shit.
I got a nigga that laughs so hard that it starts fights.
That's what I'm saying. He that type nigga.
Yo.
So
Every time he laugh, a fight break out. I'm like, yo, stop doing that shit to niggas because you know what you doing.
Yeah, you know what you doing. You know what you doing.
Mad as shit.
You know what you doing. So I'm in class and shit. So the nigga came and get me. He hype as shit. Like, ooh, yo, you ain't gonna believe it. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, calm the fuck down. I'm chilling.
Right?
Yeah. Right? So when he did that, he come into class, he don't even belong in. So the whole class get quiet when he say this shit. So I'm like, what? He said, this nigga just let me hear
Niggas
this.
used to have audacity. You
Real
just
shit.
took over somebody else's
Real
class.
shit.
Yeah, niggas ain't even your class. Nigga
Real
just
shit.
come right
The
in the
teacher
class.
is-
Like,
it's like the teacher went like, what?
teachers
Like,
never
the
say
teacher was
the
in there
teacher
like,
be
what?
trying to hear that shit like,
When I
what?
did
Nigga
Shadow
did
Day
what?
at Northeast, Aaron and them was walking in my class, grabbing
Walking
me out
right in the class. Yo, come on, we out, bro.
Like real shit.
Teachers just be like,
But the
fuck.
way the nigga Ed is, the nigga Ed is so convincing, bro. That like, so the teacher is on a swivel too. Like, what happened?
Nigga stole your rap.
So he's like, the nigga let me hear this one with CD players and shit. So for those of you who don't know who CD players is a little dish you used to walk around with, had the headphones
disc,
on.
man.
If you move it too much or you ain't had a good one to
Yeah,
skip,
that shit gonna skip.
yeah, fuck up your whole CD. I had that too. with the gray snap on
Great
it.
joints for sure.
And the CD
Yup, I had both of them joints too.
get money shit. You know what I'm saying?
So the nigga like,
That's when you was
No
getting money.
skip.
When
The
you had
nigga
that
like-
yellow joint in your pocket. You,
No, that's
yellow
real.
headphone
Shit.
string. You was getting money.
I had the little, you know, the little thin headphone joint with the fucking little soft foam on it, the little cheap joint. But it was the shit back then. But so the nigga's like, you ain't gonna believe this shit, yo. Come with me. He ain't even tell me. He hyped just coming. So we go down 2 floors, down by the gym and shit. Niggas like, yo, John B. The nigga, they used to call him John B because he looked just like the R&B singer, John B.
Not my man. No, you too young for that to be hung. All right, go ahead. I'm about to say.
Not my
So-
man.
John B.
So it's probably a couple of niggas they call John B. But this is down G. See, we went to G-Dub. It might have been him. I don't know. But this has been a long time ago. So this, you know what I mean? But the niggas like, John B, let my man hear the joint you just made. Let my man hear the track you just made. So he's like, yeah, this my man right here. So I'm like, all right, I got my coat on and everything. I put it on. I ain't thinking nothing. I'm thinking he thinking the bull hot or something.
He still ain't tell you.
I'm not putting 2 and 2 together that the nigga stole my shit. So the shit come on.
Story ever.
The shit come on, and it's like he say my whole rap, but where I say my name, he say his name, so it don't rhyme. Right? So I'm like, yo, you can feel it building up. You know how your blood start boiling, you start
madder,
seeing
madder.
red and shit. I'm getting madder and madder as I hear every single line. He's saying every single line. Then he got to this one part, and this what turned everything, where I said, plus my wrist.
Hold up, how many bars you gotta hit to know it's just shit?
No, because I wanted to see, you know, like I wanted to see how far the nigga was gonna go
Did he
with
take
it.
the whole verse?
The whole
Or
verse.
just set it off with my shit.
The whole verse, but yeah, real shit. But
the
I ain't
first
get
3 bars.
I ain't get past the 10th. I probably got like to the 10th bar, I think. Before I had to take the headphones off. Cause when he got to this one part where I say, plus my wrist got chicks hypnotized like Biggie Smalls, his whole squad was in the background like, baby. I was like, oh,
Man, they turned him up.
they turned him up.
They
I was halfway mad because I ain't think of that.
Turn it up.
And I was halfway mad because I ain't think to say that
Yeah,
shit, right?
your ad-lib game wasn't like
It
that.
wasn't like that yet. My bars was there, but my ad-lib game wasn't
Get
there
your
yet.
ad-libs up.
Nigga, I took this shit off. I took my jacket. Somehow my cousin magically appeared behind me. My cousin
Yeah, because
Courtney.
that always happens in school.
I gave him my jacket. I spin back around, hit him. Whack! That nigga hit the locker. I start fucking him up. Boom, 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 boom.
Why the hell did John B let you take your Never mind.
I don't know.
might
Maybe
like
he
it.
ain't know it was me. He stole the rat from, because that's when I used to get my motherfucking CDs out at the terminals and shit. Like, I took hundreds of CDs. I used to go to Omni Terminal, Frankfurt Terminal, and just hand my shit out.
This nigga just talks about hustle after hustle after
Real
hustle.
shit. That's what it takes.
Like on some real
I ain't even
shit.
think about that, though.
That's what
No,
it
but
take.
that's gangster. Like, even to this day, I got motherfuckers that be like, yo, I remember when you used to be on the used to be down 52nd Street, used to be here, there with the CDs and shit. And I'm
Hustling.
like, how the fuck?
You remember that?
You know what I'm saying? And
I used to get them joints
I know
out for
I kinda
free.
look the same, but I don't look the same. Like, I had braids or not at that time. Like,
No,
I
you
had
look the
locks.
same. Your hair not gonna change your face.
Your hair not gonna change your face.
I'm just saying.
I look like a whole nother nigga if I cut it off. It's been so long since niggas see me with
Right,
my hair.
real
that
shit.
motherfuckers would be
I don't
like,
even know if
"Sam,
remember what the fuck you look like with a low cut, nigga.
bro, it's been
That's
so
crazy.
fucking long, bro. This shit really be a journey.
Yeah, we do.
Life's a journey.
do.
you know?
Check my bed out.
Right.
Wait up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big.
Yeah.
That nigga used to stay with the waves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He used to stay with the 360s. I remember.
Brushing it. Every time I seen a nigga, he had a brush, a
And an earring.
brush and the fucking earring.
You see the earrings and the
We don't know if it's two, nigga. We only looking from the side. You like this?
Straight up.
What's up, boys? Yo, I'm going to die laughing at the fact that that's my relationship used to be with Po.
Real shit.
We used to be smoking and doing dumb shit, and this nigga would be on his way down the hoop at an awkward hour and be like, what's up, boys? And walk right past us.
Walk right back.
Or shake everybody's hand and keep it moving. And then one day, JoJo called me like, yo, my man needs some bud. I'm like, who? He like, you know, Lil Rich. I'm like, that little nigga smoke weed. He ain't never,
You said that to me
the
too.
hell of nothing.
You said that shit to me too when we first smoked.
Yeah.
You like, nigga, I ain't know you smoke. I would have been sparking.
Like, nigga, and then we became like best friends. I started ending my trap nights at his crib on his couch, smoking with him and passing out. Because he was going to work till fucking midnight and getting home
sure.
at 2 a.m. He called me for the 5 and 20, give me 2 of them Joes back, like, roll up, we having a facial party. Next thing I know, it's 8 in the morning. I'm like,
Oh shit. You got
Nigga.
your day started again.
yeah, because you know, I'm 7 to 3. I'm 7 in the morning to 3 in the morning. Everything else is just nap time. Like, I didn't know how not to be outside by 7:15.
Oh yeah, no, you be outside all day. I used to pride myself in trying to beat this nigga outside. As soon as I get this nigga already out there 4 L's in, I'm like, dog.
And I used to be somewhere random.
Nigga, it's 8 o'clock. Now how the fuck did you beat me out there?
Cause at 7 something, I'm not even where we chill and smoke at. I'm somewhere else in the
Right.
park watching traffic.
Right?
Because
Oh,
that was
You
man.
a hawk out there.
that was my get my mind right time. Like, I used to set my whole day up in my head, my week and all of that. Just
That's
watching
really how it
traffic.
gotta
It's like
be.
how people look at the ocean. It was kind of like that. It was just something to just you're not
watching
really
traffic.
watching it, but it's there.
Right, right.
Type of shit, and I used
Yeah.
to zone out, and it'd be early. It'd be my first L. I ain't got nobody trying to get my attention. My phone ain't start going crazy yet, and I know in 15-20 minutes niggas is about to start pulling up,
It's a fact.
and I'm about to make more money by lunch than niggas make, all day.
That's a fact.
And that's what I was on.
Yeah.
But no, like one thing that I do want to salute y'all on is y'all friendship, y'all relationship. Y'all been holding each other down for a long fucking time in various ways, and y'all
It was some convincing in bringing this nigga to the entertainment side.
explain
sure.
it.
Definitely was, nigga.
But I don't think you was gonna go but so far in it without him coming.
That's a good point.
Y'all
But I
niggas
don't
ain't
know.
never
That-
far behind each other.
That nigga, but I ain't gonna lie, that nigga, I was on my nigga. I thought I was gonna be Big Meech at one, but you know how we all think. We all think,
Nigga, I
nigga.
remember when you got your first car.
Yeah,
I remember your first tattoo.
all that.
Nigga was like 13 with boxing gloves on his arm.
Yo,
Like, nigga, who got you that?
yo, he said, yo, I remember
Who
that
got you
shit.
there?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you forget. I was
Yeah, no, I remember because y'all
I
was
was coaching my
I was
age
ready to
group,
say
so
you
I
was
was
always the
coaching
OG.
his.
I was just trying to say, yeah, you was always the OGs, so yeah, I mean, niggas kind of like, I don't want to say looked up, but y'all was like, yo, y'all the OGs of the park. Like, we ain't going to come in the park doing nothing crazy, and you be like, oh, young, y'all, yeah, I mean, you drawn, you doing, yeah, I mean, don't watch yourself here.
We
like,
used to know you was wild.
Yeah,
we
real
knew
shit.
it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
In my
Niggas knew it.
bag.
And you drew on a couple people. Like, drew. Like, bugged out. And it's funny because everybody from y'all era did that shit.
Facts.
I ain't gonna start naming names.
I ain't gonna start naming names.
There's quite a few niggas from that basketball team that cut off blocks with one card. Just to get their point across.
I can't hold it.
So it, like he said, it definitely took some convincing, like for me to come up. Cause Reno, one thing about him, he always, like you said, since we was bucks, yo man, this division, this what we gonna do. We gonna build this. We gonna do this. We gonna have our name here. Like, and I'm like, man, that's all good, but I'm trying to get this money. Like, you know what I mean? But he really showed me the way. Like, all right, listen, dog, we could, you know what I mean, switch it over. You know what I mean? So once I started really believing in that vision and like, all right, yo, yeah, we definitely could do this shit. And I'm like, bet, like, we just gonna keep going strong. And that nigga always held me there. He always had my back. Out of anybody I could say, this nigga been there through every phase of my life.
Flat tire.
Every phase. Anyway, you know what I mean? Yo, dog, I'm down such and such. You know how some niggas will question you, well, what the fuck you doing down there? Yo, why you ain't called me before you went? Like, no, this nigga, where you at? All right, I'll be right there. Give me 15, 20 minutes. 15, 20 minutes, nigga, I just said, I'm in West. You uptown. You got 15, 20 minutes. And that nigga really be right there. Like, so, like.
No, but that's his personality, though.
Yeah,
and that's
like,
something that
I can never front on that nigga.
Say about Reno. That's your personality, bro.
Real shit.
Just like I said, you was a young nigga showing me love in a way that niggas my age didn't know how to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of, like, you never know. Some of them conversations that we had added to the fire for me to still be doing this shit now. But you was more fucking hell bent on doing this shit than I was.
Mm-hmm.
I fell into it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I always was a rapper, but I got dragged into situations and added to situations. I don't want to say drag because it sounds bad, because it's positive. But at the same time, I got put in positions that I didn't expect. You trained yourself, put in work to be able to work multiple positions. Yeah. You know what I mean? You took classes and shit.
I was just ready to say, that's one thing about this nigga. Like, one thing I learned from this nigga a minute ago when we, like, linked back up, like, for real, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take this shit serious now. Like, he always showed me, like, yo, it's no fucking excuses, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can either make an excuse or you could fucking have the results. You
Nigga,
can't have both. You know what I mean? Like, so I can't. You know what I mean? Even compare that shit, because other motherfucker, oh no, this, that, and the third, this, that. When this nigga we got back together, he like, yo, bro, I'm trying to do this song and all that. I'm like, all right, yeah, when you gonna want to do it and all that? He like, nigga, where are you at? You know what I mean? Like, fuck all that. Like, nigga, I'm telling you, because I'm about to come scoop. I don't care if you got a will, about to come scoop you. We gonna record this song, we gonna shoot this video, and we gonna take that shit from here. Like, so I could definitely salute that, man, because a lot of niggas ain't moving like that. A lot of niggas, you know what I mean? All right, fuck it, I got my shit together, I'm doing my shit, fuck it, you figure your shit out. Like, no, he always made sure I was on board. So I guess that's how that, you know what I mean, that camaraderie and that bond, you know what I mean, now it's just is unbreakable. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie, like, it's a lot of similarities into that how me and Po rap. You know what I'm saying? Me car, Sue car type shit. Like, ain't never gonna be somewhere you can't get because you can't get there. We gonna get there.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's in business and literally.
Real shit.
You know what I mean? It's just certain shit that it's like, so what gotta be done? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck has to be done?
Gonna do it or die trying.
Like, fuck all this role shit. Everybody got titles. Everybody get themselves titles. Motherfuckers earn titles. But at the end of the day, if the floor got to fucking be swept,
that's a fact.
Your title don't mean you can't pick up a fucking broom, nigga.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Like, none of this shit changes anything when it just comes down to humanity.
That's a fact.
That's one thing with me, not to cut you off.
Nah, you good.
But, nigga, I'll set up this shit. I'll go to the store. I'll do whatever, nigga. Whether it's my shit or not. But honestly, because it's my shit, I feel like, and it's not just my shit because I don't feel like that, because whoever I work with, especially with P, I feel like we partners in everything we do. But even if it's my shit, it's our shit. I'm going to go get what you want. You want something? You need something? I'm gonna go get it. I don't need a store runner.
I can attest to
I'm
that.
my own store runner because
Today-
I'm gonna get what I know I want.
Today,
You know what I'm saying?
once 4 o'clock hit, I'm getting messages and calls from him. Yo, we still on, right? Yo, what y'all need? How much of my equipment do y'all need to use? You sure that's all you need? Yo, I'm about to run to the store. Yo, did y'all eat yet? Yo, I'm at the store. I'm about to leave the store. I'm at the tobacco store. You need something? Yo, P will be there in 5 minutes. Yo, like this nigga has
To
been
me-
on it
to
so
me,
fucking
That's how
much
he always been.
that it's just like,
Sammy, to me,
I
that's
love that.
that's
I
a boss
appreciate
thing to
that
do.
shit. That's how you supposed to carry.
To me, that's a boss thing to do.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Because
not crumb shit. Crumb shit is the opposite.
you know what?
Exactly,
You know what
exactly.
real boss niggas do? You know what real boss niggas do? They make sure everybody right, not just them.
Right. Right.
If we all not going out fresh, I'm not gonna be the only fresh nigga and y'all looking done.
Right.
That's
Like, no,
why-
that's not how we
that's why
rolling.
this
If
little
I need
nigga
to
so
let you
special.
hold something,
That nigga
You know what I'm
pop the
saying?
trunk and pull out a whole flannel for you. Like, here you go, bro.
There you
You
go.
good. That go
Which
with them
size?
sneaks you got on right
Yeah.
there. We out.
let's go.
You know what I'm saying? And then you branding and all of that, but
Yeah.
you laying. Like, I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
I ain't do that today, but it's been done. I've seen it done for others. You know what I mean? Like, in a real way. And it's about the heart. The ups and downs come with this shit.
That's a fact.
The attitudes, the hating, the bullshit, the dry spots, they come with this
That's a
shit.
guarantee.
But what's consistent is mentality.
Po, hook me up with a little shizzy for me.
Yeah, that's good. That's the type of motherfuckers you want to have around you. That's the type of motherfuckers you want to have around you though, cause if you know what I mean, if you don't got them type of motherfuckers around you, that's
It's tragic.
yeah, cause like you said, the ups and downs gonna come with it. So when you don't got that strong squad or that strong motherfucker you could depend on,
That
them
baseline.
downs gonna kill you. Cause that
need a
shit,
baseline.
the money don't matter, all that other bull, the status, the titles, like you said, none of that shit matter.
And
Cause
the
all of
time
that
been
shit.
spent.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like,
see what I'm
so
saying?
you
Like-
gotta have a solid motherfucker. You gotta have solid motherfuckers around you. 'cause
And
if
with
not,
this shit
man,
too, I'm the type person, like the type one which y'all was talking about a little bit earlier. I'm the type person, once I love you, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter how much time go by, whatever. Once we see each other, it's just like we saw each other yesterday. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Like, if I see you
'Cause I love
going
y'all.
through something,
Right,
yeah,
so-
real
right,
shit.
yeah,
That's why I said it.
Y'all brought me in y'all home, and I appreciate that. But go ahead.
Well, that's why I said that. Like, I knew y'all niggas just as long as y'all knew each other, we all knew each other. Just because we ain't hanging around each other, nigga, we all seen each other at some point in time doing whatever it was that we was doing, and we all show respect. It was never no argument. Well, we might have had basketball arguments on the bench.
Oh, niggas definitely
But that don't
argue.
really count as
Nigga,
an
I shot out in the
argument.
driveway over football one time. Niggas playing football in the driveway one time.
No. I ain't played a football.
You wasn't in the
No,
driveway
no.
that time, then it wasn't you. We
No.
probably
Not
good.
that. No.
If you ain't never bet me no money, we probably good.
No. I definitely. Matter of fact, the only time we ever bet money, and I'm gonna be real, was when we was all doing the horse late night. The one shot horse. So a couple of joints, I might have won. You might have won. Somebody else might have won. That's the only time we really talk shit.
We played pig. We played
Playing
pig.
pig right
and I won
now.
the majority.
saying?
unless Eli was there.
You know what I'm saying? That's the
Eli was
Phil
there.
Austin didn't play with us. So
I
I
mean,
was
fuck
good.
That's the only time. That was the only
If
time
Phil
we
would've
bet.
played, niggas would have sat down.
Yeah.
Like, you know what?
Phil by Black play. Listen, nigga, we're not playing, nigga. Y'all two
Shout out
play.
to Robert Black, man. I love my guy. Man.
Oh yeah, I love
To this
Rob.
day,
That's
even
my
online, he
guy.
supports me heavy, bro. Always gives
That's
me good work.
that's
All
my
that shit.
guy, man. He
Love
definitely
Rob.
a
That's how it's
real.
supposed
It's a lot of real ones up top, man. From up top, man. That's crazy because I seen Phil probably like 3-4 years ago, and I'm still saying Phil showed me crazy love.
Oh,
and
he did that to
yeah,
me
I mean, he
years
like
ago.
youngin'.
Hold
I'm
on.
like, what's up?
I'm
He
sitting on
like,
the nigga porch. This nigga bent the block and walked back down and was
Like,
like, yo.
some
and
genuine
like,
people,
real
man,
Shit,
like-
and was like, yo, I got shit to do, but I couldn't not.
right.
That's
And I
love.
love them niggas, bro.
That's
And
love.
then, like, you gotta imagine, man. Two of the nicest niggas you could have seen at 14, 15,
Them niggas
19 years
I
old.
thought both of them niggas was gonna be in the
Like,
league.
two of the
I ain't
niggas,
gonna lie.
nicest niggas you could have seen. So they could have all type of chips and all type of attitude. These niggas is good
Humble
brothers,
as shit.
man.
Yeah.
Good
Humble as
brothers.
shit.
And I just saw somebody.
It's cause from where we from, bro. Where
I
we
just-
all raised
hold on,
around,
real
man.
quick, real quick. I just saw somebody post the twin picture, Terrell.
Wow, that
Twin?
sound familiar.
Yeah. Y'all remember?
Yeah, twin.
No, brown skin.
No, the brown skin
one that
ones.
got killed on the bridge by the chick out Roxborough way.
I ain't know he got killed though.
Yeah, man. So rest in peace to my guy.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace, twin.
Live
Definitely
like
rest
bro,
in
man.
peace. Real.
But I remember taking them on tournaments, and I remember when
Yeah, they
Terrell
was
was
nice.
coming
I
into his
remember
own.
that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember a coach saying, "Yo, I can't do nothing with him. Every time he up fake, my whole team jump." He was fucking them young boys.
He was nice.
Rel was nice, man. Rel was nice. His brother wasn't as good, but his brother was tough. He had a lot of heart.
So you play ball. You ain't play ball up there at Finley,
He ain't play organized ball like
but
that.
you ain't play at Finley.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did everybody had Bob? Everybody played for Bob.
Oh,
for
as a
sure.
coach?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy?
Was we all in the same tournament? When they had like the green shirts, blue shirts.
No,
I was too
I
old.
think me and you was a year.
Me-
Rue
I
was
played-
already on the benches by
The
then.
crazy thing is
Oh,
when they
okay.
started doing the camps and the tournaments, I literally was like 3 to 6 months too old for
Yeah.
to make the cut.
Okay.
So I was coaching. I coached 13 and under when I was 13.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, that's
Yo,
one
you
thing
al-
about
you
yo,
always been an old
real
ass
shit.
young
That's
boy,
one thing
dog.
about
You
Rue.
always was an
Rue
old ass
was
young boy.
I'm like, yo, I think this nigga only a couple years older than me. But
Can't tell.
how is he on A court, dog? I used to be like,
Oh, no,
how
I
is
went
this
to
nigga on
A court
A court?
first.
Like, yeah, right.
Out of everybody, and niggas was nicer than me.
I never
I just
did.
wanted to play over there.
Yo, on a side note, right quick, I be listening to boy Dre Baldwin podcast. I think you know Dre. He
I
from
know
up
Dre.
top, and he
I
was
got
telling.
into it with Drake because he owed me money over basketball.
He was telling this story about like how your mindset was. He was like, yo, this nigga Jay, he was like
He was talking about me.
Yeah, he was like, yo, on his podcast. I'm like, yo, I know Jay Rue. It's called Work on Your Game or some
Yeah,
shit.
he got the basketball.
No, he doing a lot
with that
of
basketball
good shit. No, he doing a
Yeah.
lot of good. But he
love
had
what
this
he's
story,
doing.
and I'm like, yo, I gotta know this nigga from somewhere.
Nigga, I went
gotta,
to his mom house and rung the doorbell.
But anyway, the reason I was
was on
saying
that
that, because he was like, yo,
Yeah,
this
he
nigga
must have
Jay,
owed you a couple
he
dollars.
was like, this nigga Jay was the same age as me, but he ain't never go to B court. He went straight to A court. Then he come and ask me like, why the fuck you still on B court? I was like, yo, that nigga Jay was the
bro,
first
I never
first
played
nigga
on B
around
court.
my age I seen on A court. I'm like, yo, how the fuck is he on A court? Like, what the
I'm
fuck?
gonna tell you what I used to do.
I never was in the ranks with y'all, and I never played on B court.
I'm gonna tell you.
Anytime
I
I played,
used to be on B
Because
court
by
like a
the time you
motherfucker.
gave a fuck,
Mad
you
as
was
shit.
grown.
Right.
I went to A court when I was too young to be on A court.
Right.
Okay,
But what
okay.
I used to do was, I used to show up. You know how Sunday runs like at 9:30 is popping?
Mm-hmm.
I'm out there at 8:15, 8:45 when they got 8 niggas.
And they gotta
And they
pick
got
somebody.
They gotta pick somebody,
and I
yeah.
would get a run, and I would set picks, and I would play defense, and I would rebound. And then they got so used to playing with me that
They
it's
just
young
pick you
boy
up
shoot
because
it.
they know.
Yup.
Yeah,
And once they tell you to shoot it
it's
when
over.
you young,
You make it.
You
they
get-
want you to keep shooting
get
because even if
confident
you
as
miss,
shit.
they'll balance. But
Right.
shoot the shit,
because you don't
Yeah.
usually shoot it.
and
yeah.
that turned on the dog in me.
Real
Yeah.
shit.
Because you can't tell me shit when these niggas is nice and they letting me let it
Real
fly.
shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, you had back in the day, nigga. Even if you was
No, that's
of
real.
age, but you wasn't nice, you ain't
You
getting on
can't
A
get on
court,
that
bro.
court.
Yeah.
Not during them
But I
prime
was
hours.
strategic. I thought that shit out. I was like, bro, I'm going over there.
I'm playing defense.
But
I'm
Gates,
doing this. Somebody gonna
Church,
pick me.
everybody, Darnell, everybody that was nicer than me. On some
They
real
was
shit.
not
I'm
on A
naming
court.
niggas that was better than me.
They was not on A court.
They wasn't.
Real shit.
Well, what do you qualify as grown?
No,
Because like
literally,
16, 15,
Yeah.
that's not
around
really
that
grown.
time, you had to be kind of like 16.
I was like
yeah,
16.
like 16.
unless you was Bob or Phil.
Right.
Like
I ain't gonna lie.
You,
When
bro,
Bob and Phil used to get on the court, niggas used to watch, bro. I'm trying to tell you, like that shit was like that shit,
Bro,
bro. I can't
They
even
used to
know
go
what to
at it.
Phil was
compare.
scoring 30 in middle school with
He
no
ain't pass.
3-point line.
Right.
Like, do
Real
you
shit.
understand what
Yeah.
kind
Real
of
shit.
animal he was by the time he was
nice.
15?
He was
He
nice.
was years ahead. Like, he was playing 18 and under when he was like 14, 13.
Real shit.
So for him to be on A court was different. We was still literally classified as 13 and under.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
And I'm walking across the fucking the court like, no, I'm over here. And I'm
I'm over
looking at
here.
my homies playing on the other courts. Like,
Why
when
the
y'all
fuck are
coming?
y'all-
Why y'all still on B court? Y'all
When y'all,
tripping.
and niggas was scared. It used to be rough,
Confidence.
bro. You used to get your ass with Big Shaq was around back then. Remember
Uh-huh.
Shaq?
Yeah.
Pigeon toe?
Yeah.
Dunk on everything?
They used to be
Right.
drawers. They
Silk
used to
was
be
out
drawers.
there acting crazy.
Yep.
So-
Real shit.
Like, just think about who was on them courts, dog. It
Real
was
shit,
really
legends.
intimidating the niggas.
But
But
Really
think
up
about
and
how
always had
think
heart.
about how crazy it was,
Definitely
right?
always
Always
confident.
had heart.
Think about how crazy it was and how much shit you used to talk and how rough it was, but it rarely was even a rumble, dog. That's how you know.
Yeah.
That's how
real.
you know niggas
It
was
definitely
just
was.
about
I can
that
literally
ball
count-
shit, bro. It was a.
I
you
can
could probably
recite
count on
all
one
of the
hand.
worst times that happened out there.
Yeah.
With like, and it's not that many.
Yeah.
On some real
Real
shit.
shit.
That's
Until
how you
after,
know.
until after we was removed from that situation.
But that's how you know years later that respect factor was there. Not even niggas gonna talk shit, but it never got to them hands though.
Not really. And if it did, I seen niggas swing on each other and get back to hooping.
Go right back to it.
I done seen all type of shit.
Shake hands. You like what the fuck? These niggas.
I've
just-
also seen Meech pull a machete out of thin air.
Meech was a crazy old head.
Yeah,
dog.
that
That's
nigga-
my
This
old
nigga
head.
had a
dog.
machete in the trash can
What?
that
Wait,
was
just in
already
case.
there before he got to the park.
Pre-tuck, man.
He came back earlier when you wasn't watching,
Out of
nigga.
thin air, dog. I was like, what just
man.
happened? Like, and mind you, a lot of shit used to go down there, but
Yeah.
not the drama.
Yeah,
Like
not.
niggas, I seen a nigga pull up, pop his trunk, and somebody go in the trunk and pull out a grill box and pull off. That nigga did not just buy a grill.
That's
Trust me.
a fact.
You see what I'm
That's
saying?
a
Like it
fact.
used to be wild, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
there was a respect code.
It was.
And there's
all the personalities that was up there all balanced each other out. Bro.
Y'all remember the time where the rule was if you hooping, you leave your driver door unlocked and leave your keys under your driver's seat.
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, say what?
Damn.
When you hooping, you leave your driver's door unlocked and you leave your keys under your driver's seat. If you got an alarm, you hit the alarm joint, put them under, and leave the window cracked a little bit so you can reach it, right? But the twist is, when all hell break loose, you ain't just gonna run in my pocket and be like, "Oh, that's his car."
Right.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact,
You see
I
what
did
I'm
used to do
saying?
that, but I used to pull it up right in front of that gate that they can't open.
And that's why you used to have to do it.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why I did it.
Because you couldn't always get
Right.
out of there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So it used to be like random cars there sometimes. It used to be like, what
Right.
happened? Like,
Yeah, that was real.
it was different back then, man.
I had to think about it. I'm like, yeah, I
Definitely was
There
different,
was a
man.
whole time. And
That's
then
if
on
I
some
pulled
real
up
shit,
right there.
it was given to me like that's how everybody in North Philly hoop.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It was like that was like a Philly thing, I think, at one point.
Yeah.
Like we moved different back then. It wasn't all about excitement and trying to be that.
Yeah.
Niggas wanted to kill you on the court.
Right. That's what
Like,
it was about.
if we got to the fight and the game ain't get to
Or at
get
least
finished,
I'll
I ain't
shit
get to
talk
bust
you.
your ass.
Niggas
I'm
mad
still
as shit.
mad.
Niggas mad as shit. We gonna finish this
I
game.
was trying to cook you.
Look, and if they can't beat you, they gonna try to out shit talk you.
Yep.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And you can't do that to me. You cannot do that to me. I used to have to play against coaches like Marv and them. I done did a move on Marv, and Marv said, "That's cute. Do it again." And I looked at that nigga like, never.
That nigga Marv.
You never gonna see that move again. You done seen it. You want it now. No.
That nigga probably the best shit talker I done ever.
Bro.
That nigga Marv.
Don't ever shoot the ball. Most efficient point guard you ever seen in your life, and never shoots. When he shoots a layup, he shoots a backward, awkward layup. Did you ever realize that about his game, bro? He don't
I
shoot.
didn't. I definitely didn't.
Once in a while, he'll
crazy.
take the little elbow joint, but it's usually because they boxed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they had them bodies in the paint. Y'all don't realize how much Big Bob used to walk. Bob used to pump fake with his upper body. He used to be shuffling his feet. And niggas used to never see it. And it's funny because he's a ref.
Right. That is.
He's a
funny.
high level ref.
Yeah, he
so
was
he
reffing our-
knows
He definitely
how
used
to
to
get
ref.
away with shit.
Uh-huh.
And especially in a pickup game. It's not no other refs
Right,
looking at him.
right.
This nigga used to literally just be shuffling his feet. I used to be cracking.
Cheating
this
like
is-
a motherfucker.
But this is how you learn to be dogs.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I
Them
was
niggas was
grabbing
dogs.
niggas' shorts. I remember somebody
Oh,
grabbed
for
my shorts.
sure.
The ref couldn't see it, and he like, "Yeah, young boy, you don't even know this." Oh shit, I'm learning that. I'm 14,
Right.
grabbing niggas' shorts with the backhand. You see what I'm saying? Like I did that kind of shit. We got on the basketball tangent, but that's uptown shit.
Yeah.
That's uptown shit. But I remember when P had the jump shot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What
had
your,
to-
what was your,
he
what
had
was
to
your
jump shot.
hold on. What was your name again?
Threes is Christ, nigga. I used to say that shit every day.
He had the
Threes
jump
is-
shot.
Once I found that little click, once that shit clicked, I'm like, oh, okay, that's where it's at right there.
I remember, yeah, it's limping and still hitting that bitch.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
for
what the
sure.
fuck?
Where the fuck this nigga get a jump shot from? Going out there early every day. Ain't nobody out there. Let me shoot this. Before the
on the
dope
missions I
boy,
was on.
before the dope boy dreams came in, I used to go out there and shoot that ball every morning, cause
But
that
it
shit
take
finally
work to make
clicked.
work, man.
Yeah, definitely do.
Like ultimately, like in my age group, when I started hooping, I was late.
Yeah.
I was just tall. So
late, too.
everybody was better than me. Then it got to the point where, like y'all said, everybody saw the transition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was because of the work I put in. I remember waking Gates up 5, 6 in the morning. Yo, let's go to the track and go to Leeds and hoop. Let's go to the track and go to Finley and hoop. Like we'd be working on plays for New Covenant that we never wound up really using.
Covenant, right.
But it used to actually help our our rhythm and our timing together because we never ran that play, but we knew where we would be at.
Yeah.
In certain moments, like So man, that uptown shit different.
Yes, sir. Up top.
Back to y'all though, man. What is y'all goals when you do the Buck Bandit podcast? Like, what do you want to get across to the people, longevity wise, episode by episode? Like, what do you want it to all add up to? I know we invested in quality, but to what extent?
Well, from my perspective,
That's a great question.
my perspective, in the long run, on some real shit, I feel like more entertainment and thoughts of coming from people that's just like the regular person. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of the scripted shit and you know,
I got a bunch of industry relationships I can't offend.
Right.
So I can't be real.
Yeah,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Fuck that.
I mean, mostly the people. Yeah, real. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all this shit at the end of the day is entertainment. You know what I mean? Like, when we do a podcast, it's us just turning the shit on and talking about the shit we would talk about in regular day. You know what I mean? This is not like, oh yeah, we gonna set it up. No, it's just like, yo, this shit happened this week. You want to talk about it? And in turn from that to like, you want to do it every week? And it's like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? To then start taking it serious, doing our intro, getting the fucking banners and shit made. All that shit, you know what I mean? Yeah. That shit just came with it. We ain't really playing it out and do it. We
do
just
it as we go.
It started off just doing it. You know what I'm saying?
So how long do you see yourselves doing it? Will I see y'all with the
I
gray
see us
beards?
being
Y'all
probably.
out here with the gray beard?
Nigga,
I don't give a fuck. I get $1 million a day tomorrow. I'm
Y'all
still gonna shoot the
grumpy old men
podcast.
together?
Yeah, I mean,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
still gonna
that's
shoot the
dope.
podcast.
wherever he live, whoever we add,
We
shit,
gonna
it might be
figure that shit out.
additions
We ain't
and
got
all
no
that.
excuses no more.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Figure it
No.
out. Right. I
Cause
like
this
that.
ain't like how it is with like music. Cause on some real shit.
I was going to ask you that though. Like, is it similar to your objective with your music?
No, it's not. To me, it's not
No,
similar
yeah.
because with music, I make that as it comes. There's a lot more that got go into music since I know how to do it right. Being recording it, mixing it, mastering it, shooting the video, promoting this shit right. I have to do all of that shit. You feel me?
Putting
You know
it
what
up
I'm
on the
saying? All of that,
platforms,
but
right,
I'm just saying all of that. I would have.
I
to
just
do
don't
my
want
own.
to cut the list short because motherfuckers.
No. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
If
no,
you
it's a
don't know,
lot.
you don't know.
It's a lot that go. If
Y'all
you want
know.
to actually
Yeah.
make a
But
song,
got
The
people listening to
distribution,
it.
the cover artwork.
that's one thing I learned from him. I
fucking-
thought it was just rapping. Once I got serious about it, he said, "Listen, bro,
Octopus
rapping
arms.
is the easiest. Like
You gotta
that's
have
the
octopus arms.
5% of the shit. You know what I mean?
You got to turn 10 knobs simultaneously.
Yeah. And once you learn how to do that shit right, and then you start looking at the times where you gotta like really pick your pocket because there's so much trash shit out that people gravitating towards the Weird Al and all that shit. He used to make the funny little
Weird
shit.
Al Yankovic.
That's all the rappers now making songs like Weird Al Yankovic. It's all funny shit, it's parody shit.
But you know what's
So
crazy
it-
though?
Yeah.
And I this is something that
Tom Green and all that shit.
This is something that I've been trying to explain for years about how a lot of the times women are just so blinded by what they're partying to. Do you remember Blame It on Alcohol?
Yeah.
It's literally an entire joke. And most of Jamie Foxx's records that he released around that time was all jokes.
Yeah.
It's a joke about women. It literally says, I didn't know how fine you were until my buzz set in. And then he says, then I make her say, like they don't
clowning
even
it the
get
whole
that.
time.
That
Yeah.
whole thing is a parody. Like if you listen to it for what it's worth, like I know music.
I
bro.
know.
Real
That
shit.
shit is a joke. And you know how many hooks I've made off of joking with the producer? Because sometimes it makes the best shit because it's so light that it's catchy and it doesn't whatever. They found that pocket. But if you really listen to what that song's about, it's some Weird Al Yankovic shit, but it's cool.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because ultimately he's literally saying I wouldn't even fucked with you before the Ciroc.
Right.
But see, that's what I'm saying. The way he said
But
it,
then I put my dick in your mouth.
but the way he said
That's
it,
literally what he say it.
The way he said it is different from the shit that I'm talking about. To where
Because it
niggas
was
out here
blatant.
like,
It's blatant
bitch don't
that-
want to suck my dick because I'm fat as shit.
But
and then
see-
she said, I'm like,
No,
come on,
but,
bro. Like
but
this is a
the
parody
twist.
song. Like,
But this the twist. It's a difference between somebody that has talent and somebody that's trying to hit a lick.
Yeah.
But when
Okay.
the intention and the
Yep.
motivation is the same,
Right.
you're gonna get two different variations
So
of it.
outcomes. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a nigga that's like, this a lick, nigga. I mean, shit, if I could make a joke into a record and I'm a street dude or I know street dudes
Yeah.
that's gonna back my play,
I'm gonna drop that, John.
we gonna make 3 of them
Real
bitches
shit.
and figure out which one, 3-car
shit.
Molly.
yeah.
Who picked, you know what I mean? Like, that's how we gonna play it. Like, I get it.
All
But
right,
at
you
the same
just
time-
put me on the. I'm gonna give you that because I got like 10 of them that I'm like, yo, this shit just funny, and this nigga be like, no, that shit alright.
it
And
go.
I be like, dog, this shit.
Let it
I was
go.
just playing,
Let
bro.
that shit go.
This
Bro,
I'm
hits
playing.
was made over.
That
I
shit,
could name
yeah.
a bunch of songs that's jokes, bro.
Yeah.
You know, my memory with this hip hop shit crazy. Like, it's a bunch of them, and they're the biggest records these people have.
Yeah.
The
true.
like, you know what I mean? It's hard to catch that one that touches the soul that lasts forever.
Yeah.
It's easy to catch that one that people just remember how they felt in that moment
Yeah.
and always want to
Made
hear.
him
It.
laugh
Like you
or
said,
some
it's
shit.
light. Once
Yeah.
it's light and you know what I mean, and it's catchy. Oh yeah, you got him. You know what I mean? Got a cool beat and all that. Yeah, that shit gonna hit.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
See,
the
that means so
idea-
you telling me I should have listened to him when he told me to
I'm telling you, you still
put them
can
joints
listen
out.
to him. It ain't old if they ain't heard it.
That's a fact.
Fuck you mean?
That's a fact.
Like, let's talk about real music rules. It's only old
Right.
to you.
Yep.
True.
You
That's
see
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? Now, if the production is outdated, you could fix that.
Yeah.
No, it's not outdated.
Then we good. It
We
ain't too late.
good.
Like, I'm not gonna condemn you for it. I'm gonna tell you that the nigga was right.
Definitely dropped them
All
Jones.
right, I'll give you that.
Definitely
See
dropped
that?
them
See,
Jones.
two things could be right at the same time.
Right.
You just proved
right.
it.
Two things.
You
that
not
definitely
wrong.
true at the same
You
time.
still got time for him to be right. You see what I'm saying? That's beautiful.
Or he was right, but he was wrong until I knew he was right.
No,
You hear this
no,
nigga?
No, that's you actually operating outside of your natural personality. That's not even how you give it
You
up.
already know they got
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's not
No,
even
that's
you,
what-
bro. That was
Man, I was-
reactionary. That wasn't reality.
Yo, don't be knowing me, dog. You know what I mean? Let me troll sometimes, cuz. No.
He said no.
I'm from Uptown. Every time we roll the dice, it's worth some bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no need
No,
to just
man.
let little shit fly.
Now you gotta let, sometimes you gotta let the first two go. First time you gotta let the
go to
first
your
two
house
go.
for 5,000.
Right?
And go to them 500,000.
Right.
Like, we different. You know what I mean? And we gotta keep it like that.
Fact.
So when it's light shit, we gotta point it out and say, you know what?
You right.
I saw that.
You got it.
That wasn't fair. But no, it's just funny because, like, you mentioned earlier about how y'all like to just bring the real perspective of two regular people, which is weird
Right.
because neither one of y'all are regular. I'm gonna tell y'all that.
To us.
But I
to
understand
us,
what you
know.
mean by that.
Yeah.
You mean like we said, without the ties to things that you're accountable to, that these
Right.
other people are accountable to. I understand.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But when you say that, it's like now y'all on Sippin' with Sammie podcast.
Mm-hmm.
All I did was poured a couple cups of Douce.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I'm on the same shit y'all on to a certain extent because it's like I say, yo, we gonna do a pod Tuesday. They say, all right, what's the itinerary? What's the questions? What are we discussing? We gonna talk about what you do, and then we gonna talk shit.
We ain't asked you nothing.
All right.
You see what I'm saying?
Cause
We gonna talk about what you do, cause I want to put out what y'all.
Yeah.
You know, I always want to make sure that my crowd understands that these are valuable entities that I'm talking to.
for sure.
We appreciate
But after
that.
that, we on couch time,
We don't see my thing is
barstool time.
my thing is we don't got limits with you. You can ask us whatever you want to ask us.
I don't
you know
have
what
to
I'm saying?
ask y'all shit. I want to keep
If you want
talking
to.
y'all. But the thing is, I definitely want to highlight because you brought up Bob before. So when I said the thing about your relationship, one thing that Bob used to tell me all the time when he used to see me running around with Gates was like, bro, everybody don't have a best friend. Everybody doesn't have a confidant in that way.
That's a good
A
point.
lot of people have to wait till they find a woman or rely on their mother or their father. You know what I mean?
that's true.
They don't have.
That's a gem
we
right
take
there.
it for granted. We think that just being kids, everybody is a best friend.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
That's a good ass
So
point.
like that's one of them things that Bob taught me to respect, to value. To a certain extent, to even where in a lot of my relationships with a lot of my friends, I might have been too loyal to a fault, but I never walked away feeling bad about my contribution to that relationship.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But what y'all have is something that should be acknowledged and coveted, because how many things could y'all say y'all been through together? How many phases? How many levels? How many different? We was talking about a nigga catching a flat tire, but how many flat tires are there in a relationship?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
A whole bunch of them.
Right.
And I think
That's a good
that is important when it comes to y'all brand. I think that people need to realize, like, these dudes take each other so serious that they have to take you serious.
Right.
Because if they bring you in, even if it's just for a session,
For sure.
what we got together can't be fucked up by what you doing. It got to be dope. Right. You know what I mean? Right. And that's a part of brand and marketing and all of that. Like you said earlier, it's my thing. If you record, it's my song. No, it is your song. Because if a nigga give you your just due, your name is somewhere in the situation and your percentage is coming on.
No, as an engineer, you don't get a percentage. But my thing is, when somebody hear it and say, who mixed this bullshit? I don't want them to say
you don't
me.
Want to, no. Remember earlier, I compared it to being a barber?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If a nigga got a fucked up cut and you do the joint,
Oh, I ain't going there.
Right. Real shit.
You see what I'm saying?
Who did it so I know where not to go?
The haircut is your marketing. When your blade's sharp and a nigga see a nigga, and I'll use Gates as an example again. Gates had that deep, he dark skinned and he got that deep, long hairline. If a nigga line Gates up right, he's getting 5 more customers.
That's a fact.
No bullshit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I don't even have that bolder hairline, and I got the haircut, but y'all know what I mean. Like when I'm talking about that long, and it is not fake, it's there.
Right.
When a nigga got, that's a billboard.
That is.
Everything
Your
you
music
saying,
is the same way.
everything you saying, while you're saying it, I'm putting artists in the slots of what you're talking about. I know what you're saying.
It's and mind you.
So if a nigga first time rapping come up here and niggas hear shit and it sound like that nigga should be on the radio, everybody gonna be like, where you go?
Where
And
you go
I heard that a
record
million times.
Yep.
No
like that's how I
bullshit.
get my shit.
But
like,
you know, I was raised in barbershops. My family business is barbershops. So it was like a lot of my analogies come from that shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
sure.
Like it took for me to really be grown and be able to speak. I was taught to listen. Because I always had to be babysat by a barbershop. You can't interject in those adult conversations.
no, not when
You don't even get the point. You think you adding on, they like, that ain't even fucking
Right.
Somebody get his son.
Whose son
Get
is
that
this?
little nigga a magazine or something. Nobody got a Game Boy. Where's his grandmother? She ain't picking him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. But it's similar to a basketball court. It's similar to a bar.
For sure.
Like I was, when you come from a certain thing, you I see
related to
things
that.
through a certain-
Yeah.
But with you relate everything to exactly what you're supposed to be relating it to, because you've been dialed into this shit since you was 13.
Shit before that.
That's heavy.
When we used to record off the karaoke machines.
How does your family feel about what y'all do? Do they get it?
No, not for the most part.
That's for him.
I literally been juggling, sending my mom that article that I just posted, just so like she could probably get it.
Yeah.
From my beginning, my fam,
she don't know what it means.
my fam got it because my step pop, he was a jazz musician.
Yeah.
My
So he
real
knows
pop,
what- yeah.
he used to want to be a rapper.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? My uncle and him was in the group or some shit back.
What do
in the
you
day.
mean? My real pop used to want to be a rapper. Was it trash?
For his day, no. They had a joint on the
his
radio
day,
and
no.
all that. They had
then
it.
he did some shit. Yeah.
Well, they thought they did some shit. That's why they broke up. They thought they made it. Once that shit hit the radio, they was like, "Oh shit, we on."
Niggas
But
turned
you know
into
what?
divas.
We can't. And you know what? And I want them to take some pressure off of themselves too. We can't really fault motherfuckers that pioneer shit that we never seen for how they handled it.
Yeah.
Like, you know how the game.
But you can't
And-
get one play on the radio and say,
Especially for
"Fuck
the
y'all
era.
niggas," though.
No, but just dig it. There
I was
a
waiting
time-
for this day.
For the
There
era.
was a time
You know what
where
I mean?
if you could just tell niggas in the hood you got a deal, you didn't even have a record.
That's real shit.
That shit turned the whole hood out.
Oh no, but you talking about a deal. I'm talking about just one play on the record. I mean on the radio.
On the radio, just one?
One play.
Like,
Nigga, I made it.
I thought he was exaggerating.
No, nigga, one play, I made it. Fuck y'all niggas. I'm Jay-Z.
That was your
Well,
dad?
not at that time.
That
I'm
wasn't your dad, though.
It was a couple of, it was probably the whole group, nigga.
Niggas was
The
getting
whole group
pussy and
said,
was like, you know what?
fuck y'all niggas.
Fuck the money.
My shit on the radio, nigga. Fuck y'all
Fuck
niggas.
the money.
I'm out.
We good.
You know what I mean?
No, that's hilarious.
Yeah. That's cool. That's
funny
real.
as
Niggas
shit.
break up at one play.
But you know
Ain't
what?
a hit. It's just one play. Niggas say, yo, check this out.
That's
Put it
how-
on.
That's how you learn just ability.
Uh-huh.
That's how you chose your values based on
Yep.
that.
Yep.
You
I
said
don't
you
know.
would- you-
Because
I'm
they were
sure
still
as a-
family after that. They were
But
still
as a
homies.
kid, you told you, and that's even better. Because if they were still cool, it's like, why couldn't y'all have figured it out? You not somebody that's gonna let the ball drop for a moment.
Yeah.
You was raised not to do that. Even the way you
Subconsciously,
introduced
pick that
it,
shit up, yeah.
Yeah.
when you said my dad was trying to, like, nigga. And I'm sure at this point you've accomplished more in this realm than he has.
Yeah.
Right.
Not my stepfather though. Who he been around since he was around since I was born. That nigga is like a jazz drummer legend and shit. Like,
Dope. But that's another dope influence.
which is how I got nominated for a Grammy. You know what I'm
Talk
saying?
about it. When you get nominated for the Grammy?
In 2011.
For what?
They did a jazz version of Michael Jackson's greatest hits. It's called was it? Remember something? I forgot. It's on if you search it on YouTube or whatever, it's
You
on
gonna
there.
find it, or you find it and send it to me?
Yeah, I'll
You
send
can
it to
add
you or
the
whatever so
situation.
you can add it. But it's up there and they did recreated jazz versions of Michael Jackson's hits and shit like that.
And what
I
did you
did like
do?
sounds and sound effects and all that shit on that
Dope.
joint.
That's
Yeah.
heavy.
So for Thriller and a couple other joints.
Proud of you, boy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, boy.
You know, sometimes you just gotta say it to a nigga.
You know what
like,
I mean?
man, like, that's heavy, man.
I don't really talk about that shit because I ain't
No.
win. But niggas be like, nigga, you was nominated. That matters.
No,
Shit,
no,
that
no.
shit
First
matter.
of all, recognize matters. Nominated matters more. Winning is beautiful. But there's a lot of people that we've seen that was nominated that should have won. It doesn't take anything away from that.
Yeah, that's a
And
fact.
when they say your name, you know what they gotta say in front of it?
Grammy nominated.
For sure.
You already
You know what that means?
For sure.
The bag different. So don't act like it ain't happened. Niggas say it, so the bag be different.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
You see what I'm saying? But
yeah.
like on some real shit, that's heavy.
I appreciate
Sammie
that
Po.
though.
You know what I mean? But I'm not. Damn, that's not life. Like I had a whole nother thought before that, but when you just said that, it's like,
Yeah.
all right. I gave a speech last night when I did. Shout out to members only. Shout out to Missy Porter, Ace the Chemist for their situation. 1122 MMG Studios, and it was like we've been celebrating my 100,000 spins on.
Yeah, I
one
seen
platform.
that. That ain't nothing to sneeze at, bro.
Yeah.
I definitely want to congratulate
Word.
you on that. That's
I
that's
appreciate
heavy.
it.
Only
That's
thing I'm
heavy.
mad at, a nigga ain't asked for a hook or something. You know what I'm saying? Man,
3 more 6-packs.
can I get one of those views? You know what I'm
I
saying?
got 3 more 6-packs
I mean,
coming out, and I could come here tomorrow.
feel me?
And you can make the cut.
This nigga got a 6-pack.
Now, mind you, they done.
And he
most
drank the
people,
whole
I got a
pack.
couple
Nigga, that
slots
nigga came with the pack and drank the whole pack, po.
left. No,
You know what I
but
mean?
on some real shit, it was like when it happened, and
That's love though. Like that's
Cake and
not
attest to this
that's a
shit.
big deal.
I didn't know how to feel about it.
Damn, yeah.
I didn't know how to feel about it. Like, all right, that's dope, but like, you know, we going up against Walmart. You see what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
100,000 for me is 3 million for the nigga that I'm battling. You know what I mean?
Right.
No, you only battling yourself on some real
no,
shit.
and that's what I was trying to put it in perspective, just like in a business sense. But I was told no, celebrate that shit.
Yeah.
So I went to members only to celebrate with them because we tried some of them songs in front of them. 3-4 people in that room is a part of that project. Features, production, all of that shit. Like it's all of ours. You know what I mean? This win ain't just for me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this win isn't the end all be all. This is just like, oh, all right. So now if then you know what I mean? But like I really didn't know how to take it, bro. And it's just like what you just said about I was just nominated. Like, nigga, that's way above what I was fucking with my brain about. like you but I understand the mentality.
Real shit.
Because our goals are different.
Real shit.
But you'll drive yourself crazy if you don't appreciate those moments.
You will.
And you know what does it even better? when you could give it back to the people. Like when me standing in that room talking to them people and saying, "No, this is our win. If you ever supported this thing in the last couple of months, then you was a part of this."
Right.
That felt good to say because that's community.
Right.
It's not selfish. It's not just me bigging myself up.
Because I'm getting
See what
sick.
I'm saying?
That one thing, let me go on a little rant, right? Because one
ahead,
thing
do
I'm
your thing.
tired of fucking hearing is this self-made shit. Nobody. No fucking
Nobody
person
did anything
ever
by
is
themselves.
self-made, bro.
1%.
That's like you,
1%.
you relied on somebody. You slept on somebody's couch. Somebody and looked out, gave you somebody.
Somebody had gave you
pouring into some shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Somebody
like,
gave you a conversation that you needed.
right? You know what I mean?
You know
Like
what I
this
mean?
self-made shit.
Even
like,
conversation drive shit
that
along.
shit could be
Nah,
it. Like
we
Just
had
to
a
being able to run into somebody and talk to
wanted to
somebody
rant, though.
and be
yeah,
like,
but
"Yo,
ranting.
no, I'm done ranting. I just had to stop because I'm sick of hearing that
No,
self-made
you saying
shit.
the
Like,
right shit.
no, that's not
But
real.
the other night, we was having a conversation. We're not going to get into it on camera. And you was challenging some of the perspectives I had based on what I was trying to figure out as my next moves. Mm-hmm. Right? And I thought about it. And I figured out my angle. And I figured out the direction. I figured out how to get it done. Because you challenged my thought about what I was saying.
that's all it's for."
You see what I'm saying?
Sometimes
And
I gotta
give you
be
that,
devil's
and I'll explain
advocate.
it to
Even
you
if I agree with
tell
you,
later.
sometimes I'll do that
No.
just to give the
And
other
mind
side.
you,
That don't mean I don't agree with you.
He might have made
It's-
4 points, but it was one that stuck out. That means it was necessary to go through the other 3. Yeah. I don't think people understand that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like we gonna do what we gonna do. You can always acknowledge that the wino outside the deli could fucking give you wisdom, but you won't listen to your folk talk long enough to get to their point.
Exactly.
At some point, it's going to click. Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was just one of the moments. It was like, nigga ain't wrong. There's something that's not right, but it's not what he's saying, and it's not what I'm saying.
Right.
There's a different.
Is there something in between?
There's a knob. There's another switch that gotta get flipped.
Is that circle, John, where that right there in the middle?
Right.
But that's what, when I talk to people too, I always say,
And-
when I'm saying
and you
ain't
could
for
be
you to
useful.
follow, it's just to reiterate what you already know.
Into some shit, because I might be calling you more than you expect now.
I mean, shit. My line, like I said, my line always been open to motherfuckers I love, bro. If you look at my phone, I probably only got like
Real shit.
20 names saved, bro.
Oh yeah, I don't
Anybody
say
else is
no
a who's
extras.
this?
Yo, my phone. I look
honestly,
like a cheating ass nigga when my phone ring. It ain't no
Ain't no
name
numbers.
saved in my shit, bro.
Ain't no numbers in
And
my shit.
I know so many. Like we come from a certain background. Niggas change their numbers all the time.
Real shit.
Once I get 3 numbers for you, I'm never
I ain't
saving a number
saving
for
your
you.
shit. Real shit. I know what kind of nigga you is.
I'm never saving
You
your
get
number.
your number changed
I don't
every
care if
time.
you got married and this shit settled down number. You gonna pop up as 215.
Real shit. Yeah.
Like it get crazy. So like, I'm
Well,
running
now
up.
the phones be like, this may be this person. I'm
but
like,
that's
all right,
if you
yeah, that's him.
activate-
That's
That's
him.
if
That's
you know,
him.
I'm still paranoid, bro. I'm Tony Soprano.
It's over. I done gave in. I gave in, bro.
Take that All-Star shit out my truck. I don't know what they doing.
You gotta give in, nigga. They got satellites that can see through your crib now. You just give in, bro. It's over. Give in. If they really wanted to do something with you, they would have been did it, bro. Give in.
They
Just
spying
get your
on all of us.
technology
The funny
shit.
thing
Be on
is,
your shit.
Whatever
Give
you,
in. It's
whatever
over.
you getting away with at this point, they're allowed.
They already
allow
know.
it. They allow
They
it.
not gonna catch Omicron trying to arrest you, nigga. We get you when this shit settle down. You got like 5 years. Go ahead,
No
chill out.
bullshit. No bullshit. You ain't saying nothing crazy.
You got 5 years. When this shit clear up, we'll be back. Remember that 40,000 you got when we gave PPA 5 years ago? Come on out, my nigga.
Oh, the paperwork don't die.
Come on out. Oh
You know
no,
anything about credit
You had to
card
follow on the
scamming.
internet,
When
my
them
nigga.
niggas
That
get
shit ain't
booked,
going
they show
nowhere.
them 10 years worth
All
of
that
checks,
shit
but
pop up. Nigga, you owe 112,000 on restitution.
Real
Credit
shit.
cards from '98. Nigga.
shit look like this nigga was a kingpin. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Like, no, that's just a long line of maintaining. But they got you. They got record of that shit.
Why you think they had motherfuckers filing online? So they can keep your
that
IP
paper trail,
just in case
nigga.
you change your shit. They got your IP, all that shit, your numbers, everything.
You know what I
It's a
say?
wrap.
You filed
Bro,
for this shit uptown
If I'd
somewhere.
It
really...
said when you was, how old are you, 40? It says when you was 26, you got $40,000.
If I would have operated during those times, based on what the people I used to do business know, we could all had a situation right now off of that
You
money.
already know.
But it gets to a point when you too old to get locked up for bullshit.
Real shit.
And be in there locked up with a bunch of young niggas.
Right.
For bullshit.
For bullshit. I get locked up
And
again.
you the nut ass old head that didn't have to do that bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it gets
That
to
stopped
that
me from
point,
doing a
and
lot
it's
of
like,
shit,
you
though.
know what?
Yeah.
Even though I know, and I see niggas, like you said, they think they got away with it. It ain't over.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
It ain't over.
I know that we could flip. I know how to make this into this, into that, into that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I know where we could
Touche.
be at to where I might even be willing to sit down for. But you know what? I'm not sitting for you niggas.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
I
it
feel
really
the
come
same
down to
way.
I'm going to just run my race.
Yeah. That's what
I'm
it's
not
about.
cheating. I'm not cheating. I built the YouTube network, me and Font Productions, over a year ago. Where motherfuckers could get more money based on their views than they do on YouTube.
Yep.
And YouTube is a more popular
And I ain't
platform.
gotta risk nothing. I ain't gotta risk nothing.
It takes a lot to bring that balance to where it's worth it for somebody to move to your platform versus this. We seen it with Vivo, right?
Yeah, right.
But if I had, and I told you, we all over here, and I can make it sweet from you from the gate because I got this.
Right.
That'd be enough to kickstart something. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it ain't worth it for that to be the thing that they take away
Yep.
once we get it popping.
Okay.
Yep.
And I don't think people understand that part. They gonna dig right in there and pull that plug.
Yep. Real shit.
You know why? Because that plug stops you from fighting them in court. You broke.
Yeah.
That's why you can't take no shortcuts. That shit.
You gotta run your race, bro.
Gotta run your race.
And that's why I respect y'all movement, because I've seen the race. Y'all been on a marathon.
Real
Yeah,
shit
it's
still
definitely a
going.
marathon.
Y'all been
man.
on a marathon.
This shit's not no overnight shit.
Definitely.
And it's like the time go by fast as shit, man.
Dude.
You look up and it's been fucking nigga.
5
We
to
on
10.
season 2, episode 46. We about to shoot.
Shout it out.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we started
shit
what
went by
the,
fast.
the pandemic started.
Yep,
When
like
that's why I
2020.
got the mask on
I know.
in the cover.
And
Right.
y'all do great jobs of social media marketing.
Oh,
Man, we
yeah.
be
I
trying.
love how y'all chop the clips up, how y'all
Yeah.
present the clips, and y'all
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
just
That's this
and you know,
nigga, man. He
clip shit
mastermind.
too, but
Yeah.
everybody's style is different. I like how
Yeah.
y'all do y'all shit.
Yeah.
Man.
I appreciate that,
I
but yeah,
appreciate
that's that nigga, man. The way his mind really listen, he set the play up. All right, listen, that's how we gonna do it. We run the play. You know what I mean? That's all. Like, but
Hey, you the best
That
wingman.
shit.
You Clay Thompson.
I went.
hey man, I just know how
Clay
to.
Thompson.
I know
he
how to
might
run the
shoot
play.
better than the shooter, but he gonna keep giving it to the shooter.
I know how to run
Matter
the
of
play,
fact,
dog.
I was gonna say no, but that's a good ass analogy. and
That's
shit.
a great
But
But
analogy.
I would say we both Steph, but it's just in what we do. He's
that's
Stephing what he
you.
do. I'm Stephing what I
That's
do.
you. You don't get to correct my perception, motherfucker.
I feel you. I feel you. I just don't want him. I just don't want him to feel like he a
There's no
wingman.
big eyes and
Because
little
we
you.
partners in
I'm
this
not
There's no
shit.
big eyes and
apart.
little you.
It's just I just do different shit than he do.
And that's
he
one of my
bring what
favorite
he's
things
supposed
Swiss
to
ever
bring.
said. There's no big eyes
Yeah,
and
that's
little
real.
U's. No big eyes and little U's. But that's even with us.
Fact.
Like, people have to realize.
Now, when we talk about drinking, if we both got our own bottle, he definitely the wingman because he throwing up. Now, we talk about that.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, Peter wingman.
Exposure.
You know what I mean? Because he all over the place. I wish I had the video to send you.
Oh my God.
You can give him the
Yo,
clip. Oh
y'all
yeah,
are
I'm done.
amazing. So this dude say about that, who driving him home?
Yeah. Well, luckily, we ain't got to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
That
So,
motherfucker,
who
right.
driving y'all niggas?
I'm sure good. I am saying.
You know what I mean? Hopefully, the
He said, "I am saying."
producer
They
over
made
there
movies
better be
about
driving.
They
She
make
better be
movies.
driving over there.
Listen, man, don't nobody handle that pickup like I do, man. This shit, avalanche.
This ain't Crown Vic days and all that. You ain't
I never liked cop cars. He did.
okay.
That was Poe and them shit. Remember they had the freshest
they
Vicks with
definitely
the system
did.
and all that. They had matching jaws and all that shit.
See,
Niggas was
Crown
ragging
Vic,
crazy.
original Crown Vic boy.
And if the motherfuckers ain't catch them how they caught them niggas would have matching caddies a week later. It's just like,
Right?
it was like right in that window. And Poe know what I'm talking about.
If you can see this nigga
He's like,
face,
damn.
you just gave him a flashback, nigga. Why you do that to
No,
him?
cause you don't like, bro. The world was our oyster.
Yeah,
Shit was bad,
shit.
but streets was good.
Good as
Like
shit.
and bullshit comes with the streets. I'm not trying to glorify it like
Yeah,
everything was perfect,
Definitely a lot
but it
of
was
bullshit.
manageable.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And we're at a point now where there are zero rules. And I'm glad I lived long enough to know the difference.
I'm glad we went through whatever it was that we had to go through when we did. Because, nigga, we don't, not to be on no cocky shit and nothing like that, and I'm pretty sure y'all feel just like me, so I'm going to try to speak for all of us. We don't fear shit. Yeah. We don't feel like nothing can stop, nothing nobody can say or do can stop nothing.
It would have already happened already. I feel
I
mean,
we stop, anything we do starts and stops with us.
That's a fact.
Period. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that's like, I mean, shit, man. Y'all seen I came here last week. Nah, I pulled up. Po pulled up. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? I was somewhere last night, the same spot that I said we celebrated the 100,000 views at. Mm-hmm. Nah, I was in that motherfucker. Nah, I was there before I got there. And he was on top and looking over me the whole time I was there. When I left, I don't leave without letting you know I'm leaving. Mm-hmm. And the first thing out of nigga mouth is, yo, you want me to walk you to your car? Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't play them games about each other. It's weird out here, but we got to be us out here. So we have
who else gonna do it?
How to balance that within each other.
Yeah, who else gonna do it?
Like, I can't stop coming out because you niggas is acting crazy.
Right.
I'm going to just act like I act when I come out.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And y'all going to have to adjust, or we going to have to prove why there's a caravan behind me.
Or even different situations where, like, if I don't see this nigga in a couple days, I just hit him up. Yo, you good?
Yep.
Yeah, you chilling? Yeah, this, that, and the third. All right, go ahead back to what you was doing, bro.
Hold up.
You know what I mean?
How's baby girl?
Right. Yeah.
Word. What size she with? All right, cool. Mm-hmm. You know, because, like, it's consideration is everything. There's a big difference between a motherfucker that come back from the store with the bag and everybody's sitting there like, damn, you ran to the store? And a motherfucker that say, yo, anybody need anything from the store? I'm going to go to the store.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We literally, from a hood standpoint, we exist off the little shit. We appreciate consideration.
Anybody who won't do that is a fronter, bro. Yeah. You've been somebody's store runner before.
I've actually...
Everybody been somebody's store runner before.
You know what's crazy, though? And I was in college at the time. I ran to the store, some shit, like, and I was probably on a whole mission, like a chick involved, alcohol involved. Like, I probably wasn't even in my right
Most
mind.
likely.
Right. But when I got back, my man, shout out to Dukes, he was like, damn, you ain't asked nobody if they wanted something from the store? And I'm like, he like, bro, I would never go to the store. You know what I mean? And when he said it,
you had to think about that.
It was true.
Yeah, like, yo, that's real. He would have definitely added.
It was true.
And like, it wasn't no checking or nothing. It was just being real. Like,
he wasn't mad at me.
No, it was just...
He was disappointed a little bit.
Yeah, like, come on.
It was fixable.
Of course. But it's fixable.
But have the conversation, though. Yeah, don't just look at the nigga like, yo.
And now you think, oh, he another ass nigga. He another ass nigga. Like, come on, man. No, say something.
Because now you got a chip that I don't even know how to fucking chip.
Right.
Because you don't know what the fuck it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes you move too
That's
fast.
etiquette,
it's
bro.
not intentional.
Yep.
Sometimes like you doing 80 in a 45 and everything don't look the same when you ride past it.
That's a fact.
Shit never look the same when you ride past it.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's just how life works. So the conversation, the things that it took to make y'all a strong unit. I know y'all niggas done beef. I know shit that we ain't gonna say on this camera.
When we first met, we didn't even like each other when we first met, nigga. When we first met, we ain't like each other.
That's a fact, yo. You gotta go through that.
When we was young boys?
Where did that balance come out at?
Huh?
When did that balance itself? When did it go from like we don't fuck with each other to that's my nigga? Like,
we had a common denominator person we don't fuck with no more.
And we fucking both love music. That was you know what I mean? So that was kind of the I mean
Post said not the denominator. No, the crazy thing is we know the common denominator.
Sure.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But that's what was holding us from being cool, because it was like they was saying one part over here, one part over here.
And then once we talk, we
like, oh, I fucks with you. Oh, yo, you want to come to my crib? We were in the basement. We about to rap all night. It was like, damn, we was the same person.
Is that y'all keep having the conversations.
Yeah.
Because y'all could have been driven apart by whatever was put in the middle of y'all. But y'all
You know
had
why
the
we couldn't?
conversation.
You know why we couldn't? Because we both the type of people that's going to approach the conversation.
That's my point.
He's confrontational like I am. He just talk less.
No,
I talk louder.
You
He
don't
talk less.
understand.
But
I knew this nigga when he first got the boxing gloves. This nigga is fucking
I
crazy.
felt like I was the shit. That's somewhere. Nigga,
he
I
was
got
at tryouts, and I'm like, this nigga got a tattoo.
Nigga, I ain't
Bro,
put on
nigga
this
like
shit
12.
all summer.
And I'm gonna keep it G
Beat her
with
all
you.
summer, nigga.
And he might not even remember. He argued with me that night.
I probably
did.
I was feeling confident
He
and
probably
shit.
picked
He
out
know
the-
it.
he
This
probably
whole time
waiting
we
for
been
you to say
filming,
something
He be like,
to
no,
argue
y'all
with
was the OGs. Y'all that nigga argued with me the first
Yeah.
night that I seen the tattoo.
He probably was waiting for you to say something just to argue with you, just to
sure.
let him
I
know
understand,
that he can
like,
argue with you.
I
That's-
also was at an awkward position where like I'm not much older than nobody that I have to.
But you
direct.
carry yourself like an old ass nigga.
And I have to like figure out a way to like balance that because I can't boss up on you, but at the same time we have that.
No,
level of
for
respect.
people you could.
Right.
A lot of people you could.
No,
you
I
just
mean-
don't because you ain't that type nigga.
I learned how to work people. I learned that like say for instance he's a strong-minded individual on the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
People fuck with him. If I get him on my side, I'm good.
Right. Exactly.
Then it takes me out of all of that because ultimately we only here for one thing. I'm not here to be your best friend or to
True.
be. I'm here to make you better.
Right.
I'm here to make you better. So if it takes for me to say, "Yo, fall in line," and Peter follow up and say, "Yo,"
Good catch.
you know what I mean? For you to follow up with the "Yo," then that's because when I was in class, I was that guy. When the teacher used to be like, "Be quiet," I'd be like, "Yo, shut the fuck up."
Yeah, that was me too. That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Me too.
And nobody would buck. And the teacher would look at me and give me the look like of acknowledgement without trying to, because they not supposed to.
They not
support
supposed
that.
to say yes.
Right.
But at the
she-
same
she
time,
appreciated that
the
shit.
same teacher, when I punch a motherfucker in the forehead, she walk out the room and act like she ain't see it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like I learned how the world work early.
Or she'd be like, "Go take a walk real quick, come back."
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I learned that shit at an early age. So even like when I used to fight at practice and shit, they used to watch us get down until somebody else was to jump in on my behalf and try to stomp your head off. And then they'd be like, "No," because you know Bob and them used to always say the circle
Right there.
Yeah, that was the number one
Go
thing.
to half court and work
Go
that
to the
shit out.
circle.
My nigga,
Same
say it
thing.
one more time.
Go to half court and work that shit out. Like
And I don't want to hear nothing
wanna
about
hear
after
nothing.
practice or on the way to
None of
practice
that.
tomorrow. You
It's
settle it
settle
in the
it
circle.
right now.
None of this shit leave
I
here.
respect
They were
Respected that.
teaching men how to be men because you know what else would happen if they didn't do that?
Oh, a
There
lot
would
of
be a
shit
nigga
would happen out here.
antagonizing a nigga a whole practice
Yeah.
that wasn't about that work.
Yeah.
And that's how they settled
You're
that
not
shit.
willing. And
That's
how
how
many
they
niggas
settled
you
that.
seen say
Talking
oh
all
my
that
God.
shit?
And how many niggas you seen jump in the circle, like run full speed
Let's
and
go.
dive in that
Not
bitch?
a lot.
Niggas like,
Not
no,
a
I'm
lot.
not going to the circle, bro.
Not a lot.
I'm
I'ma
good.
tell you.
You got it.
Hiram jumps in the circle.
Oh yeah, Hiram, yeah.
Rube
Shout out to
jumps in
Hiram.
the circle. You see what I'm saying? Like, Simon, I don't know if y'all remember Simon, big light skinned
Andre
boy,
said
runs
tall
in
boy.
the circle. Like, it's like we had head cases, and then we had dudes that just wanted to talk shit.
And then the main ones be talking shit. They be hesitant. You know what? I'm fuck it, man. We cool.
Man,
I'm
see, you don't even
Check
want this
ball.
work. I ain't even
Right,
gonna
check
ball.
see
Like,
that. See,
why-
I ain't even gonna give you the work. I ain't even
And
gonna
they
give you
go
that
home
work.
and
Just
tell
check
they
ball.
dad, like, he
Right.
try to get us the rumble and all that. And they dad is looking at him like, nigga, why you ain't getting the circle?
Right.
Yeah.
The fuck you talking about?
Like, we used to treat that shit like the octagon.
It depends on how they
Half
dad
court-
is. Cause
half court
they
is
dad
settle it now.
Right,
shut
it's
the
just
fuck up.
basketball,
Yup,
son.
That's how it is.
It's just basketball,
Settle it
son.
now or shut the fuck up.
Right. We
That's
ain't gonna,
what half court
We ain't
is.
gonna argue. Like that's real shit.
And you gotta realize, we from Mount Airy playing ball against the roughest neighborhoods in the country. You want to talk about it just being Philly?
Y'all gotta be careful with that though. I ain't think about that because what if one of the shit talkers, right, is one of y'all best ballers, but he need the shit talking the ball, and J. Rook just beat the shit talk out of him.
Hey, well he ain't gonna be
Nigga, you
talking
fucked
shit
up his game. Now you wonder why he a bum. You did it.
If
You fucked up his game.
if
His
the-
game is to shit talk and bust ass. You beat him up. He don't shit talk. Now he can't
If
bust
the
ass.
ass busting at practice is enough for you to not show up in the game, you shouldn't be on my team.
He gonna look at you every time to see if it's cool
you
to
don't
talk shit.
We was coached like Pitbull.
You already know once an alpha dog.
Marvin
Yo,
Bob,
but you
They
already know
used to
that.
be like, yo, bro, if you did a pussy ass foul,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no, they ain't going for
They
that.
would name fouls after niggas.
Yeah. Marvin call you a
Yeah.
fat.
Let you foul soft. That's a Reno
that's
foul.
a Reno
Yup,
right
real
there.
shit.
Nigga, what?
Come on with this Reno shit. That's what we doing today?
Yeah, they was vicious, but like you
Like,
said,
but it's
they
a
was
mental
teaching
game.
men
Nah,
how
nah.
to be men.
Men.
Like
Now, next time
you
we
don't
gonna
get
chop
that
a
no
nigga
more,
down.
man.
Love Kyrie to death. Coach Kyrie.
yeah.
Brought him to Finley every day.
Whoa, which Kyrie?
Kyrie from my block.
you know Kyrie.
That Kyrie? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he was nice as shit.
I
I
went
ain't
to
gonna hold you.
fucking.
But
We
yeah.
went to work together at a basketball camp. Got in an argument over these kids playing ball, and this nigga wasn't gonna be happy till we fought. And in 95 degrees with nobody outside to break it up on the way home from getting kicked out of the fucking job, we fought.
Yo, you and Kyrie?
We fought till it was like, nigga, you want to talk now? Cause I'm done swinging.
Was he
Like
still
I'm talking
talking,
about
playing
100
ball?
degrees. We talking about humidity. Nobody out there but us. You want to talk about gladiator shit? Kyrie, my man, I love that little nigga.
shit.
And you know what he did? He came in, and we grown. I can say this. Came to my crib. He said, "Bro, I'm locked out. I need another T-shirt. We're not gonna get into why." He said, "Can we go down there and get our jobs back?"
Oh, shit.
And we walked into Philly together
I fuck with Kyle, man.
Yeah,
and,
we
and,
cool.
and worked to get our jobs
So y'all
back.
worked it out in the circle,
And
that's
they,
all.
And they made us.
Y'all went to the circle.
They made us give a speech to the kids about how what we did in front of them wasn't right.
Wasn't right, yeah.
And that's when I realized I was a little different. Because Kyrie gave his speech at like 11. I come in at 12 to give my speech. Kyrie spoke for 5 minutes. I spoke for 45. Like, it's just, like, but at the same time, like, my mentality, like y'all keep trying to point out to me, was different. Like, I knew that there was a lesson to be learned more than just apologizing to this camp. Let me explain to you how this can happen with you, too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me explain to you how valuable your homies are. 'Cause
And
like
you
I
was
said,
thinking
I
that's
love
weird
Kyrie
being
to
like
this
that.
day.
That's crazy.
It's my guy.
Huh?
Fuck with Kyle.
And you thought you was weird being like that.
No,
That's crazy.
I knew that was my strong suit. I think that the perception of it when you catch me in my mode is a lot of the times misinterpreted as me being above.
Yeah.
I don't see
But it's literally my paranoia, healthy paranoia, we would call it.
Right.
Like, I got a reason to feel the way that I have to do when I walk in a room. It's not like I could just walk in a room and nobody notices me. That doesn't happen even before entertainment. It never happens.
Yeah. That's
see what I'm
usually
saying?
why
It
you
never
kind of
happened.
pushed into it a little bit.
I leaned into it because it was inevitable. Honestly, I be for real. Like, all of these talents, P got a bunch of talent. P could he's about to sell fitness. But he been working out on his own the whole time. It wasn't about the people.
Yeah. That's a fact.
My
That's something I
personality
definitely had to
wasn't
tell
about
him
the
to
people, it was
do
about my
because
people.
this nigga.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Do that make sense?
Yeah. That
Like, if I could
makes
hold
sense.
you down, if I could hold you down, and y'all all know that. All right, perfect example. My homegirl said it's a lot of dudes from the city that's getting documentaries made. Why nobody made a documentary about you? You know what my response was? If I do what I'm supposed to do, everybody's documentary will mention me before my documentary.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
There will be that, and then I met Sammie. Or I'm not doing my job. We can make a documentary tomorrow.
Yeah.
Shit don't mean as much as that.
Yeah, that's true.
For people to be like, this was a milestone in my life was when I came up on this point and I did this and he was a part of that. That's heavier than me. You know what I
But
mean?
that's you actually interacting with people who actually become successful in what they do because they don't stop like you.
Well, I'm blessed to be around a lot of dope motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
I watch people like
We got
talking
seen
about
another
Grammy
5 years.
nominations and Grammy consideration. Like, I'm around them folks, bro.
Uh,
I interviewed SippinWitSammie. We had Frankie Storm on. She wrote one of Rihanna's biggest hits.
Okay.
She wrote one of J-Lo's favorite records. She wrote for Enrique Iglesias. Like, this is a Philly chick. You see what I'm saying? Like, I talk to these people, bro.
yeah,
And she calls me a star.
that's good.
Well, you definitely is.
You see what I'm saying?
Like,
recognized
it's
them.
like-
that means she can see something
recognized
too.
them, yeah.
But, nigga,
Put your hand down, my brother.
you got the one record that plays everywhere in the world. And you gave me your time. That's all I need.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not on that other time. I'm on appreciating
For sure.
others' time. That's probably the best way to say it. But let's
That's a
wrap
bar.
this thing up, man.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
man.
You always spitting bars and shit.
I mean, I rap sometimes. Every once in a while, I get on the microphone. But let the people know how to follow your movements individually together. They gotta know how to get fit, which I definitely can't wait to watch them, Jones. And how to you told us before that, and you said it earlier in here that you rent out the space or you collaborate with people for them to be able to do the same thing we doing right now. So explain all of that to me.
To go off what you was just talking about, well, right now I got space. I rent to other people in the space. But I'm doing Buck Bandit Studio, 50 an hour, professional quality, mixing, mastering, all that shit.
Music or video?
Music and videos. I shoot videos and all that shit too.
Same
but
number.
yeah, same shit. We do promo, commercials, you know what I mean? Photo shoots.
One-stop shop.
You know what I mean? I manage. I actually set up this podcast network, like I said before. So anybody out there that want to shoot their podcast and you don't got the equipment, all that shit, the space, whatever, hit me up. Buck Bandit Reno on Instagram. Buck Bandit Podcast on Instagram. I got music on YouTube. Check it out. Just search Buck Bandit Reno music video, whatever. I got shit on SoundCloud and all that.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
featured on a lot of shit on iTunes, so you could just search that on Apple and all that. I mix a lot of people's shit, so if you just search Mixed by Buck Bandit Reno, you gonna see all the people.
That part.
You know what I mean?
That list long
Talk
as shit.
heavy.
We shooting different segments. I'm shooting P's segments, so he gonna talk more about that.
For sure.
And that's it, man. We just trying to give opportunity and just keep grinding, man. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Bro.
And I love connecting with my boys always,
You already-
man.
we gotta
I
know.
appreciate y'all coming through all
For
y'all.
sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, it's your boy Buck Bandit P. You follow me on the gram, Buck Bandit P. Buck Bandit P on anything that's social media, for real. Type in Buck Bandit P, you see me. Make sure y'all follow that Buck Bandit clothing page too. We're gonna definitely add some new flavors, new shit coming out. You know what I mean? Definitely
Fly shit,
gotta
uptown type
definitely
shit.
gotta get back in that bag, you know what I mean? So make sure y'all follow that Buck Bandit clothing page on IG, Twitter, Facebook, all that
And I'm
shit.
making
sir.
Bo a consultant.
You already know. You know what I mean? And if you definitely trying to get fit, make sure you check out the Fit Buck Bandit page. You know what I mean? You check me out, do some workouts and all that. Definitely gonna have some fresh content coming soon. You know what I mean?
Deadlifting.
Sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely deadlifting. You know what I
Yo,
mean? But
this
I
nigga is
ain't
Back
doing it.
strong like that.
You know what I mean? Hey, that's what she said. You know what I mean? That's what she said. But yeah, we gonna have some content coming soon. You know what I mean? Health is wealth. You know what I mean? All that shit don't fucking matter if you ain't healthy. So definitely follow the kid on the other Fit Buck Bandit page on IG and all that, Twitter and all that. And you know what I mean? Make sure y'all check out the Buck Bandit podcast
That
coming
part.
every week. You know what I mean?
Every week.
Season 2. You know what I mean? We
What
just
it
gonna
do?
keep dropping it. You know what I mean? So you already know. Appreciate you, Sammie. You know what I mean?
Nah, man, you
Definitely gotta give you your flowers. You out here doing your thing, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got some business
Like
to
I
handle.
said
you
on
know
the
what I
other
mean?
joint,
us, man.
So let's
before you end it off though, like I said on the other joint, I seen before you did all this shit. We both seen before you did all this shit.
Sure.
Me and you just had random conversations. For some reason, we always ended up at the same place, passing each other in the wheels or whatever. And we always had a conversation that always been real. We always said, you always, you know what I mean, show love and show me, you know what I mean,
Always
show
show
me
love.
what was going around the hood and all that. Like, they don't even know we fuck with each other and talk to each other like that. And I appreciate the love you showed back then, because that really showed, that kind of helped in a way to let me know to keep going, because through you I knew how other people I didn't even fuck with was like, yo, you see Reno shit, and I'm like I don't even fuck with him. You like, you don't? Shit, the way the nigga was talking, you would think that was your man. You know what I mean? So it was like just having to connect to certain people who got that ear to the streets and all that shit. When you take your foot out, it's like that shit mean a lot. You might not know that shit, but I had talks with this nigga about every time I ran into you, and we busted up for like a half just on some random shit. You was probably on your way somewhere, I was on my way somewhere, but we always stopped and had that moment. And you told me the shit you was gonna do, And from all the conversation, I always say I knew you was gonna end up doing whatever it was you gonna do. That. You always draw people. You always been the people drawer. No matter where you stood at or sat at, niggas always went over there to sit near you, stand next to you. You know what I mean? You always had the mentality that you was gonna get your shit. You wasn't dependent on nobody. You always had people who wanted to be around you. I don't know what the fuck it is. I had that, but I got it later on when I allowed it. You was open to it the whole time and actually got it every time. You know what I'm saying? You never fished for that attention from nobody. So for you doing this, I know you probably still adjusting to it because nigga, people around, but you don't want niggas looking at you. You know what I mean? You don't want to know. Now you know niggas looking at you. Yeah. Before it was like, I know they looking, but you ain't gotta know. Now you know. Nah, so once again, just to praise you on that, man. Just keep doing this shit, and we gotta figure something out where we could do like a once a week or some mashup or something where we can keep doing our own shit. But once a week or something, do a joint together or something. You know what I mean? Like,
figure something out.
No,
we do something, you know what I mean?
I'm open to whatever makes sense, especially when it involves y'all.
Yeah. I mean, you was talking about the network shit you got. Maybe we could do that, something for that.
Let's do some figuring. That's something that Fine Productions K can speak further on. But, like, it's real. You know what I mean? And everything we doing, and we trying to make sure that it's purposeful.
Right.
So let's make something make sense. It's not about nothing, man. Once again, I want to show my appreciation to the Buck Bandit podcast.
Bond.
God damn,
that nigga turned Jamaican for 2 seconds.
Buck Bandit. Safari.
Buck
Bandit podcast. My guy Po the logo. Font Productions. Sonny Brick, who wasn't able to be here today, but you know she holds me down forever. Check out On the Scene magazine, a positive platform for everything from education to entertainment type shit. That's what she do. But
shout out.
I'm just signing out as Sippin' with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool Rule. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right, man.
Bitch.
Get your fucking life together. And it's 2022, so what you waiting on?
Yes, sir.
What it do?
Let's
that
get it.
Part.
I won't get fly.